Let's go.
Hello and welcome everyone to beautiful Centurion Field here at University City High School, where the University City Centurions will be hosting the Scripps Ranch Falcons. You know, I'm Levi Johnson.
And I'm Ethan Ramirez.
And we're going to be your hosts for today. You know, this is set to be an amazing game, don't you think, Ethan?
I believe so, Levi. Both these teams are both undefeated, and that is an incredible feat to be this far in the season and have a clean record. So far, both these teams have tried so hard and worked so hard to get here, but sadly only one team is walking out here on undefeated and another is walking out here very sad. Wouldn't you say so, Levi?
I agree, and you know, there are some things that both these teams can put up to make sure that they aren't the ones coming home sad.
I agree with you. Some of the key things that Scripps Ranch have to keep in mind while playing this game is they need to keep the offense hunting. So far, they have outscored their opponents 208 to 103 so far this season, and that is an incredible feat. They have also need to keep the rushing on lock. So far, last game, they were able to keep their opponent under 100 rushing yards in total, which is an amazing feat so far. So if they keep that going, they'll have a great chance of winning this game today. And last, they need to hold the line because University has been on fire this season, and they've been averaging 417 yards per game. That is incredible. The key players for the Scripps Ranch offense are Parker Armstrong, number 2. So far, he's a sophomore, and he's been leading the 7-0 team down the season so far, and he's done an amazing job. Next is Ryan Strather. He's number 32, and he's been the star player from the last time they played La Jolla. And if he plays as well as he did that game, they are sure to have a leg up in this game. Lastly, Alex Obermiller, he's number 65. He's been on this offense for 3 years. He played in the varsity team as a sophomore, and that is incredible. Wouldn't you say so, Levi?
I agree. And you know, University City, this is their homecoming game. They're going to be doing everything that they can to make sure that Scripps Ranch doesn't win this game and they come out on top. And there are some things that they can do to make sure that they do come out on top. First, they need to continue to pressure the pocket. They're averaging 2.4 sacks a game, which is an insane amount, especially for high school. If they can continue to pressure the pocket, they can stop Scripps Ranch where they stand. Next, they need to not let up. 77% of their points come from the first half, and this is not a good statistic. If they can keep the pressure in the first half as they do in the second half, then they can completely outscore Scripps Ranch here. Finally, they need to not break under pressure. Almost every team they've played so far has had a negative record. Only one team has over 4 wins. They need to make sure to keep their morale up, even if things aren't looking good. And you know, there are some key players that are going to be keeping this University team up. First up, wide receiver Drayden Garter, number 15. He's averaging 22.5 yards per reception, which is an insane amount for a high school team. Next up, running back and middle linebacker Nakeem Jones Sr. He's number 5 and has been averaging 160 yards per game, which is an insane stat for a running back. And finally, kicker Nalu Lee. He's a junior, number 42. He's 72nd ranked in the nation and 8th in California. And you know, I think this is just going to be a great game. Don't you think, Ethan?
I mean, I say so, Levi. I would expect nothing less than an incredible and entertaining game today. We will see you guys after the break. Thank you.
And now the starting lineup for the Centurions.
Hello, guys, and welcome back. We're getting started around 2 minutes
Tonight
here.
is a special
They already
peak
did the
to
coin
recognize,
toss, but we're
memorialize,
looking
and
for an exciting
celebrate
game,
all
Levi.
those
How are
who've
you
been
feeling
affected
today?
by breast cancer.
I mean, I think this is going to be a great
In our
game, and I'm
audience today
certainly
is a
hyped.
true
Both
survivor.
these teams are 7-0. I think it's going to be a
Let's
great game.
all
It's the
please
homecoming game
recognize
for the
the mother of
Centurions.
Centurions,
I think that this is going to be an
Quintanar,
incredible game.
Bobby
And
Jean
you know,
Quintanar,
there's some homecoming spirit. The
who in 2
Centurion
weeks
team came
will
out wearing
celebrate their
Halloween
2-year
costumes, and I thought that that was just
of
really
being
interesting and cool.
cancer-free.
I mean, yeah, we're getting there. You know, I like the pink. It's looking good. Like, I mean, I think I've seen some more experience, but, you know, as we get later in the night, more students show up. I mean, we'll see if this
And now,
section is a
please
real
rise and
deal.
remove your hats. For the march
And here
on
comes the
performance
national
presented
anthem.
tonight
National
by the
anthem right here.
University City High School Marine Corps Junior ROTC. And fans, before the playing of our national anthem, let's all pause for a moment of silence for all those who have suffered from breast cancer and all cancers, to those who have valiantly fought the battle, and sadly, those who have lost the battle, as well as our own Centurion Bobby Jean Quintanar. Thank you. And now let's honor our flag, our freedom, and our great nation with the playing of our national anthem, performed again tonight by UC High's performance band, the Centurion Sound, under the direction of Brandon Reinhardt. Fans are reminding you, everyone in attendance this evening, all sporting events at University City High School are conducted in an environment befitting the principles of mutual respect, good sportsmanship, and fair play. University City High School and the CIF require appropriate
Wow,
behavior
what
for
a
the student
ceremony, I
athletes,
must say.
cheerleaders, band members, coaches,
I could
staff,
feel,
and
I could feel the
spectators.
spirit, you know, it's
The
starting to
officials
ramp up
for
a little
tonight's
bit.
matchup
We're looking
are
good.
neutral and have been
I
selected
think
because
Levi,
of their
we have an
demonstrated
amazing
knowledge,
game here
skills,
tonight,
abilities,
and I gotta say,
fairness,
I
and
am
integrity.
personally excited
Please
to watch
be mindful
another
of your
great game
actions
of
and language at all times.
I mean, I'm also
And treat
personally
others
excited.
with respect.
I'm excited because one, this is a
Any
great looks game, and two, the
derogatory,
homecoming spirit is
profanity, or
definitely
comments
showing up. You can see the crowds are
of an
starting to
intimidating
fill.
nature
And you know, that
or
was a great
inappropriate
rendition of the
actions,
national
particularly
anthem.
concerning race,
I mean, like
gender,
I
or
said,
ethnicity
Levi,
directed
usually
at anyone
these
in
kind of
attendance
things,
tonight will not be
homecoming crowds, they
tolerated
take a while to
and
form,
are
but when they
grounds
have
for
formed, like,
removal.
it's an amazing
We
sight.
ask you
I'm
once
sure we'll
again
see
to
plenty
please
of it
treat
later
the
in the game.
officials,
And here we
the
have the
student
Scripps Ranch
athletes,
team.
coaches, and
They're
fellow
getting fired
fans
up. Once
with
again, both
respect.
these teams are both 7-0, so this is
It's
a very important game
kickoff
for their
time.
seasons. This will decide who is the last undefeated team left in the district, and one will go home very sad and disappointed tonight.
I completely agree, and just for clarification, Scripps is white and University City is
Testing,
blue.
testing.
And University City is it is their homecoming game, so you know maybe that gives them a leg up in this game. I never know for sure.
So let's prove it. At today's athletic event,
It seems like we have Scripps kicking off to UC here.
offensive,
It would appear that the Centurions are going to be receiving this
Trey
kickoff.
Garner and Jalon Adams back deep to accept the opening kickoff.
Both these teams have had a really good season so far. Would you say so, Levi? I mean, both of them worked so hard to be 7-0 this season. And I mean, like I said, I expect nothing less than an interesting and entertaining game today.
I completely agree. Both teams are getting 7-0, and I think this is going to be a great game. University City has shown that they're incredible at getting 400 yards per game. That's an insane amount. And, you know, Scripps Ranch over here, they've won every game, so they've obviously good and doing something right.
Yeah. While we're waiting for the kickoff to happen, I would like to mention that University City has a lot of players that have offers from colleges. It's actually a really interesting fact. We'll definitely get more on that later, but here we have the kickoff. Let's start off.
Yep. It looks like Scripps Ranch will be kicking. Kason Mendez will be the kicker this day. There's the kick. Bounces and caught. Goes to return, and he is taken down by that Scripps Ranch defense.
Looks to be around the 41-yard, I believe.
Taken by Jure Hernandez.
That is a pretty good kickoff if I've ever seen one. I mean, he kind of scribbed that ball. Maybe he missed it a little bit because going to the 41 is usually not a good thing you want to have as a kicker for you see.
But you know, he's still getting up there, and it's on the 41-yard line, which is incredibly good for a kickoff.
46.
Like we mentioned, I believe the Scripps Ranch, they have the 8th-ranked kicker, I believe.
8th ranked in California for University City.
Wow, that's impressive. As you see in the background, I think they have all the colleges. If you look at the top left of the screen, you see the colleges that the students are on.
And you can
that's
see
really cool. I like that.
Lines are lining up. And DeMar's in the backfield with what looks to be Nakeem. And it's handed off to Nakeem. Scrambles, and it looks like he's not going to be getting any yardage there.
Like we said, Levi, this Scripps Ranch offense has a great thing of stopping. Last game, I believe, they held the opponents under 100 yards, which is a pretty good feat, I would say so myself.
An incredibly good feat. And it looks like they're getting ready to snap again. It looks like DeMar will be in the back with Nakeem again. Could be another running play. 3 wide receivers on the right. And there's the snap. Fake pass to number 41, and he is taken down.
Pass complete, number 4.
That was a pretty good pass, Levi. Like we said, this offense have scored they averaged 417 yards per game. That is incredible to say out loud. I can't believe I'm saying that.
Incredible to say out loud, and especially in a high school team. It's going to be 3rd and 4, and we see DeMar back again, except this time with Adams. And it's passed. It's handed off to Adams, who scrambles and doesn't gain any yardage. He's held at the
Adams, the ball carrier.
line of scrimmage.
I believe that brings up
Ryan
4th down.
in on the stop.
4th and 4 to go for.
And they're going for it, I think.
It would appear they are. And, you know, Scripps, a quick and
4th
early
and
stop
5.
early in the game would be incredible. 4th and 4 to go. It's on the 46-yard line. DeMar in the back with what looks like to be Adams.
Some delay here before the play.
There's the snap. He falls back in the pocket. Offensive line is holding, and I don't know what happened there.
I don't know what happened either. It seems like they got the first down.
The quarterback keep.
It does.
UC is moving the chains up.
Does appear. Yep. 1st and 10 with 10 minutes left to go.
But not before a gain of 6 yards and a Centurion first down.
Ball is on the 48, close to the 50, and we're only 2 minutes into this game.
I would say, Levi, University City do have some crazy wide receivers here. Like I said, most of them have offers from some colleges like Ole Miss and Oregon State. I believe Oregon State is #1 in the entire nation right now. So that is an incredible offer to have. So we better keep a lookout for these wide receivers here. One of them is number 15. So we'll see if he can reel some in tonight. And so far, he has 2,500 yards in his entire career, which is crazy.
DeMar on the back with Nakeem. Nakeem Jones has been averaging 160 yards. And there's the snap. Falls back into the pocket. The offensive line is breaking, and he's taken down on the line of scrimmage.
Wow. I gotta say, this offensive line has done a terrible job so far. These people are just able to get through the holes and stop his running back and stop this. We've seen 3 no-yard plays so far. And I think even a loss of yard on one of them.
2nd and 12.
So, I mean, I gotta give props to this defensive line right now because they're holding up really well.
A loss of 2, 2nd and 12, and DeMar is back again with Nakeem Jones in the pocket. 2 wide receivers on each side. And there's the snap handed off to Nakeem Jones, who does get some yardage before taken down.
Nakeem Jones, the ball carrier.
I gotta say, that is the first time he's actually gained yards this game, so that's a great start. Hopefully they're able to continue playing this way because their run game is a very vital part of their offense, and that is one of the main reasons they've scored so many yards and so many points, because their run game has just been so dominant this entire season.
You said it, 3rd and 8. It appears to be a close snap. Jamar takes the snap, falls back, lateral to number 1, and he dodges, he weaves. It looks like it's going to be a loss of yards. He's completely surrounded by the Scripps players, and they take him down.
That was a disaster for UC. That was probably a loss of like 7 yards, even more. I have to say, Levi, I do not think they're going to make this first down.
Off to the backfield by Jackson Roche.
Number 1, Xavier Quintanar. That play did not go as they were planning, and they did lose. It's going to be 4 and 17. That is a really bad position for UC to be in right now.
And it looks like they're going to punt it here. It's hard to tell from the camera angle we have.
Punt appears to be being taken by number 10, Nate Keeher. And there's the punt. An incredibly good punt, and they're going to let it drop.
Good roll. I would say if I had to rate that punt on a scale of 1 to 10, it'd be a 7 at best. But, you know, we take that from the punter here. They seem to be very proud about that one on the sideline. But, I mean, it's a good way to start off. Let's see if the Scripps Ranch offense could answer and put the first points on the board here this game, Levi.
You know, I believe that was the second 4th down conversion in this
From
drive.
their own 9-yard line.
Or second attempt at a 4th down conversion in this drive. That was not great. They got held to 4th twice. I mean, this is an offense that's averaging 400 yards. We can't see them doing something like this.
Like I said, Levi, I mean, it might as well be the first quarter jitters. We'll see if this plays out more. But if you're right, I mean, it's looking like dark days here for this UC offense. We'll just see if Scripps Ranch can get anything going first.
And there's the pass. And he is taken down.
Wow. I got to say, he did get some yards in that play. Looking at a gain of probably around 5, but good run. It's a good start. It's a good sign for things to come for this Scripps Ranch offense.
On the tackle for the Centurions.
Parker Armstrong has led this team to 7-0 before. I think he can do it again here against the Centurions, especially with that early stop. 7 minutes and 10 seconds, 2nd and 4 to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. It's looking to be great. Parker Armstrong in the back with 2 people. Number 6 shifts left and handed off to number 32, Ryan Statter, and he is taken down.
Ryan Statter, it seems like his career stats, he is fresh off
the ball carrier, number 32,
the season, and he is so far showing out. He's gotten gains on both his plays, so we cannot say the other for the UC running back, but so far he's shown a good thing. We'll see if he's able to keep it up, but if he's able constantly, Levi, to have these 5-10-yard gains, he's putting the team on his back. He's going to be a massive reason why they win this highly anticipated game tonight.
You know, yardage is yardage. Even if he's only getting 4 or 5 yard gains, that's still yardage, and it's working towards what they got now, which is a 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. Statter in the back with Ryan Statter. And it's handed off to Statter, who rushes down, and he breaks through. And he breaks a tackle and is taken down on the 40-yard line. An incredible play.
Wow, what a run, Levi, I must say.
The ball carrier.
He's really showing something tonight.
By Nate Higher, number 10 for your Centurions.
You know, Parker has handed it off to Statter 2 times in a row, and Statter has proven that he can make it work both times.
I'm going to correct you here, Levi. That is the 3rd time he's actually handed it off. They have not thrown a single pass this drive so far. I don't know if it's a coach decision to just try to get their run game started without getting their passing game started, but usually it's better to get the running game and passing game going. But they're really making a statement here by having them get 20 and 10 yards each run.
You know, Ethan, that correction is why you're my partner.
So I appreciate it, Levi.
And Parker throws to number 45, who is taken down with what looks like a loss of yardage on that play.
Levi, I gotta say, I think it's gonna be a defensive mastermind. So far, we've seen multiple losses of yards for both teams. I mean, I think it's going to be, it might be a slugfest, you know. I'm not hoping for it, but it might be.
And, you know, a defensive game is always a good game. We're seeing this defensive battle. And right now it does look like it's going to be that. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left, 2nd and 14, and the ball's on the 35th-yard line. Let's see if Scripps can get anything going here. Number 22 shifts is handed off to number
7, I believe.
Looks like Tristan Reyna, number 1, got that ball. You know, he is an incredible wide receiver who also runs. And last game that we followed Scripps Ranch, he was an extremely good player that helped carry the team.
I will say so, Levi. So far, I mean, if we had to talk about this game, there's not much to be said for both teams. Both the teams have
Gain of
not
about
really
6
passed the
yards.
50-yard line. I
It'll be
mean,
3rd and 8.
Scripps Ranch trying to get there, but I mean, we haven't seen much at all. And like I said, Scripps Ranch hasn't passed the ball yet, and opening the passing game is one of the biggest things you could do during the actual game.
And 3rd and 8, they have to get something going on this 3rd down conversion. Otherwise, they're just going to be stopped here and have to punt. Looks like they're lining up. Armstrong in the back with what looks like Strotter.
I will say, Ryan's start throw
And 45 shifts. And it's back into the pocket for Armstrong. He throws, and it's incomplete, designated to number 45.
I believe that was caught. That was deflected by number 0, Tyler Lockett, and he is one of the players that he has multiple offers from
4th and 8
different
for the Falcons.
colleges. I don't have the exact one right now, but actually I do. Tyler Lockett. He is a 3-star recruit, and he's already committed to the Arkansas Razorbacks, which is a very good and D1 college. Props to him. You have to work your whole life and work very hard to get to where he is right now. I would say I'm very impressed.
That is a very impressive team, and especially for someone coming out of here. Like, we're seeing this guy be great, and he's going to be working through this team, and he's already committed to a college. That's an extremely good college. And Armstrong in the back with what looks like number 32, Stoddard. And there's a hike. It goes to Stoddard, who punts it.
And they're punting away. I mean, Levi, we should just talk about
And
the
it's
result.
caught. He's running down the sideline, and he just goes out of bounds. Pretty solid punt return.
Tay Lockett recovers the punt, returns it 9
Tay
yards.
Lockett, once again recovering, Levi. And if we have to talk
To the
about these two
32-yard
drives,
line
I would
will be
say
1st and 10
there's one
for
way
the
to describe it.
Centurions.
Disappointing. But to be honest, when I came into this game, I thought it'd be first off the bat, ripping touchdowns, interceptions, long pass, but so far we have not seen that. I just say I was hoping for a little more, but it's the first quarter after all. We always hope for more.
I mean, it is the first quarter, and again, both these teams are offensive giants, and nothing has happened so far. But once again, it's the first quarter, and a defensive battle is great. It shows that the defense and offense are of equal comparable strength, and it could mean an incredibly exciting game for us to commentate on.
I could not agree with you anymore, Levi. That was perfectly said.
Looks like Damara is in the back with Nakeem Jones. And it's hiked and thrown and incomplete.
I will say, both these offenses have been questionable so far. Once again, like we said, it's the first quarter, I'm being a hater, but
it's the first quarter, and you have to remember these are high school teams. They can be incredibly good in their league, but again, they are high school. We're expecting a lot out of them, and this is their first year playing in competitive football.
Levi, you can imagine these talents they have now, both being undefeated teams, the amount of talent they have on their rosters, and then as they grow up, what they're going to keep doing and keep it developing, and they're all, I bet, by like the next 2 years in their life, going to be amazing players.
Looks like Namara is in the back with number 5, Nakeem Jones. And you can see the energy between these two lines. Both of them know that they have to get a stop or a big yardage here. And Damara in the back, he falls back, and a massive throw! Almost caught right in front of number 15, Drayden Garner.
Just as I say, Levi, I would say if he caught that ball, I might have just ran away from this bike right now. That would have been a crazy catch, and he probably would have scored off that too.
If he hadn't scored, at least he would have gotten a ton of yardage, bringing them into the red zone. That would have been an incredible play, but unfortunately, it just didn't come through.
I will say, Levi, I almost just ate my words from earlier and took the back of the long pass plays. I might have just straight dapped you up right here and ran in the field.
And it looks like Damara is going to be in the back again with number 3. Number 3, Deshaun Hill.
Deshaun Hill in the backfield for the Centurions.
Timeout here.
Timeout Centurions, their first timeout.
This is odd, but it seems that Deshaun Hill has been taking the place of Nakeem Jones, and I haven't seen Nakeem Jones out. Wondering why that is.
Well, Levi, you do have to admit that sometimes it's good for teams to have multiple running backs, because being a running back is one of the hardest positions in the field. I know all the things have a lot of physical touch, but I would say running back is one of the most, you take the most beating from it, you know what I'm saying?
That's true, but against an incredibly important game like this, it's 7-7, or 7-0 and 7-0. I feel like I'd play the one with 160 yards per game, Nakeem Jones. Although Deshaun Hill is a sophomore, this is his first year on varsity, he's going to be showing what he can put out. This might be his big break.
For this incredible
I cannot agree with you anymore, Levi. And I'm going to start the first time that will say constantly throughout this game, pressure makes diamonds. And both these teams being 7-0, we might see a lot of diamonds this game, or we're going to see a lot of coal. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
And this is their homecoming game, so the Centurions are going to be under even more pressure. And there's the hike to Demara, who falls back into the pocket and throws. Possibly complete, I do not know.
Toss pass intended for Dre Gardner, incomplete.
Intended for Dre Gardner, incomplete. You know, he
Brings
was
up
the
a
one that
4th and
almost
10.
made that massive play earlier.
I mean, we've been saying his name a lot, but sadly his plays have not been paying off for the Centurions so far. I'm
Not
sure
yet.
if they just give him more
Foul
time
lead, a punt.
late in the third quarter, he's going to make an impactful play that might win the
Jason
game for these
Mendez,
teams.
number 45.
And, you know,
back
4
deep
minutes
for
left.
the
It's
Falcons.
4th and 10 for the Centurions. They didn't get anything this offensive drive, and it looks like they're going to be punting.
If we look at this offense compared to the Falcons' offense, they've tried passing the ball, but once again, it has not worked out for them. It seems like the punter's in some trouble here.
And there's the punt, though it does make it fairly far downfield, and they are going to let it drop.
That's
Grabbed
what I was
by
about to say.
number 11, Jerry Hernandez, the defensive back.
That's what I was going to say, Levi. I know our cameras are not able to catch it, but it seems like the pocket was
34
rapidly
yards
closing
on
in
the
on
punt
the
by
punter.
Nyla
Yeah,
Weaver
I was
return.
surprised to see him get that
First
ball
and
out.
10, Scripps.
And for being under pressure, that was an amazing kick, I must say.
That was an incredible kick for being
From
under
their own
pressure. And, you know,
31.
it seems just this game that the offensive line for UC has just not been holding up. We've seen 2 or maybe even 3 times that the offensive line has broken, and we're only in the first quarter.
I will
But, you
say,
know, it's going to be 1st and 10 with 3 minutes 45 seconds to go on the 31st for Scripps Ranch.
Well, let's see if Scripps can get it going because, like I said, I've not been very impressed, and I consider myself a person who gets impressed very easily, Levi.
And Armstrong follows into the pocket, and I did not see that play.
I do apologize,
Right,
people, for
center
our
of the
camera
ball
work.
carrier.
Sometimes, you know, it's hard to get the play out of the mouse, and it's hard to see
Nate
the play.
Zabrowski
But
tripped him up.
You know,
trying my
our
best, I promise.
Our
Gain
cameras
3
are
yards.
under pressure. They have to follow the play.
2nd
They have to follow the ball. And whatever they're doing great. I'll always give respect to the cameras.
Later, Levi, we're going to talk about an interview we were able to have with the UC coach. Not now, so you have to stay to see that interview. But I got to say, it was a very eventful interview.
That's to be sure. And it looks like it is going to be Armstrong in the back with Strotter. And there's the hike. It was bobbled, and he goes down.
Dang. They got to work on that because I got to say, Levi, I have seen many games blown
Armstrong
because
falls
the
in the
center
bus snap.
and the QB were not in sync, and they need to practice that
Touched
before the
by
game.
Yami
Usually,
Collins.
if you look at the
Goes
NFL
for the
games,
tackle.
you're able to see the QB and the center just having a one-on-one. They're just practicing. Because if stuff like that happens and he was not able to get the ball, that could be a pick six. It could be a fumble, and
Loss
that
of
is just a
7
disaster
yards
for this
on the play.
offense if that happens.
And, you know, it's only on, like, the 26-yard line. A
Brings
play
up a
that
3rd and
went that
14.
bad could be terrible for Scripps Ranch. They need to have that under lock. A loss of 7 on that play. It's 3rd and 14. Ball on the 27th.
I gotta say, Levi, so far I've not been impressed. This would be a time to impress me here.
You know, Parker in the back with Strotter. We could see something crazy going on here. And there's this. And it looks like Strotter is going to be. No, Parker's throwing, and there's the throw, and it's caught.
I believe that was a first down, and that's the first time they've passed the ball. Wow, and it was a complete for a
Armstrong's pass
massive gain.
complete.
They needed that, Levi.
Charlie
Number
Barajas.
14, Charlie Barajas, wide
Penalty
receiver
flag.
and tight end. He is doing incredible this game. You know, first passing play, first play caught.
I mean, so far they're going up. You know, it's like, what is it? It's like a graph chart. You know, sometimes like the line bar is going up, the stocks are rising, world's good, and then it just crashes. So
But you know, this was a resurgence from the crash, not the crash.
that's true. Though they're in the positives. We'll see if they're able to handle it. Because once again, this UC team averages 417 points per game. While we haven't seen that so far, it could be a second half team. I mean, I could think of many teams in this district that are just second half masterminds.
Yards, not points, Ethan.
My bad. That's why you're my announcer partner. To correct me like that, Levi.
UC
Defensive
averaging
holding is the call
400
against
points
the
would be an
Centurions.
insane play. I mean, 400 points per game, like that's how many touchdowns is that?
That's
Like-
too many to count, and I do not want to do math after school.
Like 50 touchdowns.
Too many to count. Well, let's see. They're still on another. Did they go back on that play? They might have gone back because it's
No,
still third in yards.
It's still 3rd and 14, which is what it was last play. 3rd and 14. You know, let's see if Scripps can make anything go with 2 minutes 11 seconds left on this play.
I gotta say, Levi, the first half of this thing did fly, and then now we're kind of at a standstill.
And there goes the clock again. And Parker in the back throws, caught by it, and he's brushing. Number 45 caught that ball and then immediately went down. I don't think they had really any yardage gained on that play.
Pass complete.
I will say,
Jason
Levi,
Mendez,
so
Brady
far, like I've said
Richardson
for
on
the
the
past
tackle.
10 minutes, it's been a slow start, but, slow starts
Brings
equal,
up fourth and 2.
Levi, have you ever heard about the story of the tortoise in the hare?
I have heard that story. I think everyone has heard that story, Ethan.
Well, that's good, because I feel like that's what this game is going right now, The rabbit is going too fast. These players' heads, they're like all racing, It's a big game, a lot of pressure. And then just them taking the slow motions, getting the pass complete, getting the extra yard is going to have a massive impact on this game.
And Parker Armstrong rushing himself. Oh my God,
He
never
breaks
mind. That was
free.
Ryan Strotter, and an amazing play, getting them a first down for
Ryan
Scripps
Singer, the ball
Ranch.
carrier,
I-
right out of bounds by
Levi,
Taylor
I
Lockett.
do want to give credit for him trying to get the stiff arm there. I don't know if you saw that, but that was an atrocious stiff arm. But then again, he did get 20 yards, so we really can't dog him too much. But
And first and 10 on the 41-yard
20
line.
yards and
You
a
know, a
Scripps first
20-yard
down.
gain is incredible. And on the 41-yard line, this is where the Scripps Ranch team stopped the Centurions on the very first drive. So let's see if they can get past what the Centurions had.
they have had some massive playmakers. I will say, I got to give kudos to the QB because they have done a great job at trying to keep this place moving.
And Armstrong gets it, hands it off to Stoddard, and he's running through, and he's taken down.
Yes.
Stoddard is showing that he is an
Ryan
important
Singer,
player
the
on
ball
this
carrier,
team.
Taylor Lockett on the stop.
I know we mentioned him a lot this game. I mean, he's like,
Seven
his
on the play.
numbers engraved in my
Second
head
and
so
3.
far. I mean, he's done a great job so far. I'd say he's like the leading contributor to this offense so far, which is good for a running back. You want this on your stats. I used to see colleges get your attention, stuff. But they're doing a good job so far.
And, second and third, this would be an easy play for Strada. Just get in and make another first down and keep going. But with only 44 seconds left in the quarter, let's see if they can make anything. And the pass to Armstrong. Oh, fakes it. And it's given to Strada, who's running down the field, making yards for another first down. Scripps Ranch.
Levi, I'm going to correct you right there. I
Johnson,
believe that was
number 10, the ball
Jaden. Yeah,
carrier,
that was
Taylor
Jaden
Lockett
there.
on
That
the
was
tackle.
not Strotter. For some reason, Strotter is not in the play right now. Maybe it's a.
They got to mix it up.
You got to mix it up.
Gain of
Maybe he's
6
like a
and
little
a Scripps
tired,
first
You
down.
got to have your top guy at top form. That's what I got to say, Levi. So far, it's been an interesting game. We are running out of time here in the first quarter, so.
Only 10 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if the Scripps Ranch team can get anything going here or if they're just going to run out of time and run out of steam. And there's the pass to Parker Armstrong. And he fakes it, and oh my God, number 10.
What a game.
Jaden Gossman breaks through and gets a lot of yardage, but that is going to be the end of the quarter.
I got to say here, Levi, do you think
Jaden
there's some
Gossman, the ball
competition between
carrier.
these two great running backs?
De'Ami
I mean,
Collins on the stop
there are
for the
two great
Centurions.
running backs here, and there's only one starting spot. Do you think there's some competition here between them?
And that's the end of the first
I
quarter.
mean, I
of play.
definitely think so.
No
Strotter
score.
is an incredible quarterback. Nakeem is an incredible quarterback. But what we're seeing so far is that Nakeem is not playing this game, or so it would appear.
Fans,
And
let's welcome
that
the
means that
players,
they
coaches,
could
fans,
just
and
get an
staff from
advantage
Scripps
in the
Ranch
running
High
game.
School.
Scripps
Made
Ranch
the
could
short
take control of the
11-mile
running
trip from
game,
campus
keep getting
to
Strotter
be
up
with
there,
us
and
tonight.
keep getting
The UC
points on the
family
field.
welcomes back to
I'll
UC,
say, Levi, and while
the
we're
Falcon
continuing the
family.
second quarter, let's look over some of the questions we asked
And fans,
UC
once again,
coach during an
joining us this
interview
week are the
Q&A.
hardworking red
We asked
coach
him,
from
going up against a
POSI's
strong opponent, what are some
Pigskin
strategies
Report.
that
And
you
the
should
coverage
implement
tonight
to win this
of
game?
the
And
City
he
League
responded
Game of the
with,
Week
after
between
watching
the
film, we need
Centurions
to
and the
adjust some of the things
Falcons.
coming to
Joining us
week's practice,
is the one and
making
only
some
Brandon
necessary
Stone
wrinkles into our
alongside
scheme to make us
producer
feel like we have an edge.
Darby
I
Davidson.
gotta say, Levi, that was well said.
Tonight and
This
after every
team,
game
going
this
up against
season,
any strong
invite
opponent, needs
you
to
to
watch
tune
that
into
film.
POSI's
They need to be
DVR.
able
Now
to
it's
know what's
26th
happening, what's
year.
coming next before they
We're
even
Paul
know
Rudy,
what they're
former
going to do
Charger,
themselves.
defensive end, Bert
And if they're watching that film, if they're studying the Scripps Ranch team, they know who's good, they
Bring you
know
highlights
who to
from
play
tonight's
against, they
game
know how to
between
play
UC
against
and the
them.
Falcons,
And that could
and
give them the
then
edge they need to win this
Diego.
game. And I just want to thank Coach
The PPR,
Lawrence of
San Diego
UC for
comprehensive
giving us
tour
this
of City
interview.
High School.
I agree. Now let's move on to the next question
Football.
here. We said last
1:45
season you beat
tonight
Scripps
for the
Ranch.
first
How would that
15,
affect the team coming
followed
into this
by a
game?
full hour
If you did not
on
hear,
KUSI's PPR.
UC was able to beat Scripps Ranch last season. That was the first time they've played in the last 10 years. So it's a good start of this new rivalry. Hopefully, we're hoping to blossom from this game. But he responded with, it doesn't affect anything. And to take an approach to all our games, our coaching staff and players understand it's a new season and it's new teams need to play. And I gotta say, that is some great discipline shown by this coach.
First and 10.
Because I've known some
For the
coaches that are
Falcons.
so,
Begin
they
quarter
have
number
that
2.
ego, which isn't bad, but it's like you're gonna have the idea that it's just a new team and new offense every single season.
I completely agree. And we saw some school spirit from the band there. And there's the throw from Parker, and it's caught by number 19 for a
Easy!
Scripps Ranch touchdown. Number 19, Rex Thielacker,
Parker
tight end.
Armstrong,
He has
kick
shown
complete.
that he can make a good play here with the touchdown for the Falcons.
Number 19, Rex
6-0.
Now, Levi, now this is
18
happening.
yards
This is
and
what
a
gets.
Falcon
This is where the
touchdown.
interesting part happens. The team gets on the board. This is time where UC needs to respond to have a chance of coming back in this game because if you're down 21-0 in the second half, it's not looking pretty for your team, I must say.
Where did you get 21 from, Ethan?
Well, anything 21 from it's just, you know, once you score, it's kind of like, it's like when a snowball rolls down a hill, you know. The snowball gets bigger as it keeps rolling down the snow.
And there's a flag on the play there.
I think that if this Scripps Ranch offense keeps going and UC cannot stop them, it might as well just be 21-0.
I mean, it hasn't happened yet. 5-yard penalty, false start on Scripps Ranch. That's not looking good. It would appear that they were going for a 2-point conversion, but I don't know if they're going to keep trying for that.
Seems like they're going to get a second chance here. Going to 2-point conversion is the difference between the winning and losing the game because, you know, going to the field goal is like the easy one way out. And, oh, it actually looks like they're going for the field goal instead of the 2-point, Levi. I got to correct you there.
I said they were going for the 2-point last time. The field goal is good, bringing it 7-0 on lead of Scripps Ranch.
11:56 to go in quarter number 2.
We gotta say, I think that
Scripps Ranch 6.
I think that the coach had a change of heart, and he had to go stop, wait a second, and then do the field goal instead. Because maybe he was just not confident or they had the wrong play, but he decided to go for the easy way out for the 2-point conversion, which is an honorable decision, I have to say.
Wait, no, I am sorry, everyone. I am mistaken. That was not good. I was distracted by my compatriot here, and I will continue to blame any mistakes I have on him, but it is only 6-0. That field goal was not good for Scripps Ranch.
I invite you to pick up law supplies last. This year,
so far, Levi, I mean, I've been impressed by Scripps Ranch offense. Coming up against this University City offense, it's a tough task, you know. You're going in, you're looking through all these stats, you go, dang, we're playing a good team for once in this season. And they've done a great job so far.
Finally,
and you know, UC has an incredibly good defense, 2.6 average sacks per game and a humongous amount, but we haven't seen that defense do great this game. While they did get a stop, they were scored on quickly, and we need to see UC respond here if they want to make a comeback.
I agree. I could never agree with you any more than that, Levi. That was perfectly said.
Looks like number 45, Kaysen Mendez will be kicking, and there's the kick. Bobbled and caught by number 11, and he's pushed out of bounds.
Number 11, that would be Jerry Henderson. Excuse me, because I am not the best at pronouncing names. But, I mean, first time we've seen him tonight.
Let me give that a try. I think you got that right, Jerry Henry.
First and 10, Centurions.
Levi, I gotta say, if I gotta question this entire game, it's not about the teams, but what the heck are the giant circles on colleges that they're holding up? Is it possible that like the players are gonna go like touch them after the game or something?
I mean, maybe this could be what they're announcing them what college they're gonna go to, but it might just be what college offers the team has gotten. I wouldn't be surprised at either of those.
But it is a very interesting strategy. Maybe it's like a flex on another team, you know. They go, hey, we have offers and you don't.
And, you know, Demara back in the pocket with Deshaun Hill. There's the snap. Demara hands it off to Deshaun Hill, who is stopped.
There's a brick wall right there, Levi. That's what we call, back in my home country, no gain.
That was possibly the dumbest series of words I've ever heard my compatriot Ethan here spout. Your home country is the United States, and that is only a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 on the 35-yard line. Let's see if UC can get anything going here and possibly tie it up or take the lead.
I cannot agree with you more, Levi. We're 4 minutes into this quarter, and I don't know.
4 minutes into the quarter? Are you sure about that?
What? Yeah.
And there's the snap. Demara is taking down as the offensive line broke, and that is a sack for a massive loss of yardage.
Oh my God, Levi, we were talking about how UC had all the sacks, and they've been doing good this season. But so far, you know, I think we've seen this defensive line from Scripps Ranch pressure the QB of UC more than they have the UC code.
I mean, yeah, Scripps Ranch is showing that they're going to take the lead here. And, you know, one of UC's keys was to not get demoralized. This is the first team that they're playing that has a 7-0 record and the first team that has shown and proven themselves. We could see that they could get demoralized and just start snowballing in Scripps Ranch's favor. Meanwhile, it is 3rd and 20 for UC here with 10 minutes and 38 seconds left in the quarter.
I will say, Levi, while you were talking, they panned back over to the student section. I will say, you know, like we said before, it did fill up more, so if we see it again, we'll comment about it again.
Student section is packed, and there's the pass to Demar, or the hike to Demar, and he is broken again.
Wow.
Oh my God, another sack.
2 in a row, Levi. It is not looking good for this O-line. If I'm the offensive line coach on UC here, I'm going, get yourself together, because I don't know what I'm witnessing right now.
I mean, we're witnessing a complete destruction of UC's offensive line. But, you know, what can you do at this point? If you're the quarterback, what are you thinking here? you've been taken. The offensive line has broke immediately. You can fall back in the pocket. You can scramble, but what else can you do? Like
Jason Mendez,
Levi,
number 45,
that was beautiful. I'm
Scripps.
shedding a single tear for what you just said. But we're looking back here. It looks like they're punting again.
And there's the punt.
Wow, that was a beautiful punt, Levi.
Incredible punt caught by number 5. Number 5 is not on my number 4. Markel Markin, wide receiver,
31
senior.
yards on the punt by Nala Lee.
I will say, that was
Turner.
actually a pretty decent punt, Levi.
That was an incredibly good punt.
I mean, I know you can't see from the camera, but there was a nice swirl. There was like a good angle. It was just an overall pretty good punt. I mean, I get my words from the Scripps Ranch punter, but this has been pretty good so far.
And so he got that kick off. And there we can see Scripps Ranch lining up again, ready for another drive and hopefully another touchdown. And there's the handoff to Strotter, and he's running down, and oh my God!
He's able to get that hole.
Looks like that was to Jaden Gaussman, not Strotter. An incredible run, getting them a first down. He almost broke through there. Luckily, UC was able to stop him.
Like we said, Levi, I think there might be some competition between these two running backs because they have both been in and out of the game so far. So, I mean, it looks like here a UC player number 23 is holding his arm. Hopefully he's okay, but like I said, both these running backs think might have a competition going because it's been in and out for both of them.
Armstrong handing it off again to Gosman, who makes some yardage before being taken down.
Levi, I believe one of the... what we said is that the Scripps Ranch offense was a good job at keeping the run going, Emmy, and they have a great run game themselves.
Yeah, Scripps Ranch is an incredible run game. They have Stoddard, they have Gosman, they have Reina. All three of them are incredible, and we saw them play last time. This is Gosman's first time playing as a running back that we have recorded, and it looks like he is going to be back. No, it looks like Strotter is going to be back in the pocket, and it's handed off to Strotter, who makes some running here, and is breaking through.
And he's going, Levi, he's going. Number 0 is going to have to tackle him here.
Number 0, Travin Lockett, is going to be pushing him out of ground, but that is a massive gain of yardage. And we are just seeing the Falcons run down this field. The Falcons are scrambling down this field, and a massive gain of yards for a 1st and 10 Falcons.
Levi, I got to say, I feel like a little kid on Christmas Day, you know. Every time I try to get a running play down and it's go for a yard, I just get excited, you know. I'm jumping up and down, waving my hands.
You get
We're in the true football spirit.
You get giddy for the running plays?
I do get giddy for the running plays, I must say. A good running back is like what carries the team, you know. From the things I've watched, you know, the NFL and all that stuff, a running back can be the difference between a losing game and a winning game. So a lot of pressure's on them. Like I said, pressure makes diamonds.
And there's the handoff to what appears to be number 2. Number 2, Parker. Who was that? Either way, a good handoff, getting them some yardage. Tristan Reyna. That's a name I brought up before. He's shown that he's good. He's shown he's a good running back and a wide receiver. So let's see if we can see anything more out of him.
2 yards, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 on the 23rd-yard line for Scripps Ranch.
I gotta say, Levi, the golf carts on the top of the screen have been catching my eye all game. I mean, it seems we got like a decorated duck one, and then we also have like a cupcake one. I mean, I gotta say, that is pretty interesting. I've never seen something like that before.
Parker in the back with Strotter and Reyna. And, you know, those golf carts are kitted out. And here's the handoff to Reyna, who's running through, and he breaks through, almost breaks the tackle, but is brought down on the 20-yard line.
I gotta say, Levi, this has been a very run-heavy game so far. I mean, we've seen
the ball carrier.
9 passes in total from both teams combined, which is like, you know, personally, if I was that coach, I'd take a different approach. But, you know, I'm on the field, so.
You are on the field, and, you know, there's the golf cart again, the kitted out golf cart. That thing looks like it's used for military, and then 4 in the back with pinata parades on them. Armstrong is in the back again with Stoddard and number 22, Benjamin Wellens. And there's the handoff to number 22, Benjamin Wellens, who's running down, and he's brought down on the 25-yard line, or 15-yard line.
That was such a good fake handoff that even our camera got juked out by that handoff because we were not able to see what happened during that play.
Luckily,
another great run from Scripps.
Luckily, we are in front of the field, so we can see what's going on. But, you know, a juke that's able to trick our experienced cameramen, that's a good juke.
Levi, I don't believe I noticed this. Did you notice this? But apparently Scripps Ranch missed the field goal. I do not remember them missing that field goal, but missing a field goal this early in the game is not a good thing to do. 4th and 1, Armstrong in the back with Strotter, and he hands it off to Strotter, who pushes through, and that is going to be 1st down Scripps Ranch, and I believe they are in the red zone. Like I said, Levi, when you start scoring, it's like an upward ticking graph. You know, the try graph is just going up. The arrow is like exponentially growing right now, and it does not seem like it has an ending spot. UC really needs to step up their game and like say to Scripps, stop, man. This is my home. You're in my territory. Don't do me dirty like this, because they're getting done dirty.
And you know, UC, they are assumably losing a lot of morale right now. Another scoring drive would be terrible for their team morale, and they need to just get this back up. You know, Coach Lawrence, their coach, really needs to get his team back in working order. And there's the hike. It's past number 47 handoff, and he breaks through, getting a lot of yardage there. Number 47, or 41, my apologize, Nathan Yoon.
Yo, Levi, if I had to make one critique on your announcing skills, you need to read the numbers correctly.
I do need to read the numbers correctly.
Well, that's the fun part of being an announcer, you know. You gotta poke fun at your announcer buddy, you know. It's all good. It's all fun at heart.
It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until it isn't. Remember that, Ethan. Until it isn't. And you know, 2nd and 5 with 5 minutes 30 seconds left to go. It looks like Jason Gosman in the back with Parker Armstrong, and there's the handoff to Jason Gosman, who is running it down, and he looks like to be stopped right in front of the goal line.
Ooh, he is stopped right on the 1 yard line. If I'm UC here, I'm shivering in my boots right now because they're knocking on the door of a touchdown, which is never a good thing you want to see. And it looks like the running back that got him there is getting taken out right now.
And you know, 3rd and 1, it looks like number 2 is being brought back in the game. Number 3, wait, I cannot read numbers. I cannot read numbers, Ethan. I do not know who was brought into the game.
You might need to go back to kindergarten math class, Levi.
I may need to go back to kindergarten math class. It looks like Strotter is in the back with Armstrong. And there's the snap, handed off to Strotter, who runs around, and that is a 2nd touchdown for the Scripps Ranch Falcons with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in the quarter. Or in the half, actually.
4.5. I mean, I must say, so far, we've been talking a lot about UC, but I mean, I haven't seen him anywhere. Do you see him, Levi? I see a big zip on the board right now.
I see a big zip, too. 12-0. And, you mean, they're going for the kick here, but if you're them, do you try to go for the 2-point conversion? Like, if you were Scripps Ranch coach, do you go for the 2-point conversion to get it? 14-0. And there's the good kick, 13-0.
And with 4:41 to go in quarter number 2, the scoreboard reads Scripps Ranch 13.
I believe I just got some information, Levi. The kicker is the only freshman that is on this team so far, so that's a big step up for him.
A freshman kicker, that's a good strong point. I mean, he could grow on this team. He could become an invaluable player. And, you know, a freshman on a varsity team, that's got to be boosting your ego.
I mean, like I said, Levi, having years on this team is valuable, right? Because over the years, you learn more and more things, and you become more and more of a leader in this team. So I bet you by this senior year, when he's a senior, you know, he's going to have so much leadership and ability, and he's going to be a great kicker.
I completely agree with that. And here is number 9, Mahealy Johnson, it would appear, unless I am, again, reading the numbers wrong.
Levi,
number 99, Cadden Lincoln going for the kick here for Scripps Ranch Falcons. Looks like going to be receiving number 5. Although, take everything I say with a grain of salt.
I will
and
say,
they let it bounce. Picked up, though.
It was a great kick by him.
Number 15. And he is taken down without getting really anything. Drayden Gardner, number 15, takes the kick and is stopped by this Scripps Ranch defense.
I believe you actually said UC is the ranked kicker, right? Am I wrong? UC's the ranked kicker?
I don't know what I'm saying anymore, Ethan.
Yes, UC is the ranked kicker. I just remember that right now. He did a great job.
Oh, yes, UC's kicker is ranked 8th.
8th in California, which is a nice achievement to do. And he had a great kick there. I mean, they were pinned on the 10-yard line, and then he just got pushed back, stonewall. They said, don't come any closer, like COVID, you know. And, I mean, they're starting off here in the 22, which is, like, not terrible, but, like, you know, you could have got some more yards there.
In the backfield
and Deshaun Hill and Quentin DeMara in the back.
Levi, I know they haven't done much, but we should talk about this UC team after this play here. But they've scored an impressive amount of points this season. I mean, obviously we have not seen that so far, but
and there's the snap to DeMara, and there's the pass caught by number 17? Caught by number 7, Gunnar Rays.
Levi, we need to get you back in the preschool really bad because
I need to learn to read numbers. Hey, I said 17 and it was 7. And correct me if I'm wrong, is UC averaging 50 points?
Rex Thielacker with the tackle and coverage for Scripps.
No, they're averaging 45 per game, I believe.
6 yards.
You know, that's an insane amount. That's an insane amount of points.
I say, Levi, like I said, this offense has been so good so far. Obviously, you know, it takes time to warm up, like you said, because there's a big 0 on the board. But they have scored 313 total points this season, which, while it doesn't sound a lot in your mind, it is amazing points for over 7 games. And they averaged 46 points in their first 5 games of the season. So they only scored above 46 points in their first 5 games in their season.
That is an incredible statistic. And going in here, 4 minutes left in the half, 2nd and 3rd for UC. Let's see if they can get anything actually going here, if they can rev up the engines, and if they can keep going further. And it appears something is going on in the UC stands.
The Centurions will be subject to penalty.
It seems like there's a drone on the field, and it looks like UC's going to have a penalty because of the drone. It's very confusing, but...
We'll ask you one more time to remove the drone from the campus at this time.
Is there just a drone? I think there is just a drone in the field.
I know. All the players are like looking up, but it's very hard to see from where we are right now. It seems like they're going to get a penalty because nothing's happening right now. And you see that nice family walking there. Wow, wow, Levi, we were talking about how it's kind of sad this student section was. Look at that.
Once again, fans,
the UC students are hyped and excited for this game.
Oh, Levi,
I see the drone. I see the drone.
It's flying away.
Please notify them to have it removed immediately.
The drone is flying away. It looks like they're going to be complying, and we will be able to get on with this game. Oh, it's landing.
It is landing. I think they're able to get away, but look at that. You know, I say, Levi, my favorite part of these games is when they do the cell phone thing. It just somehow, it shouldn't be possible, but yet it looks so good every time.
It does look incredibly cool, and you know, oh my God, that is a beautiful shot of the moon.
What
you know, this night is just beautiful here at University City High School, an incredible campus, an incredible stadium, and now an incredible night.
If I could pull you guys viewers out on the screen in here, you would say the exact same thing.
And there's DeMar who passing to number 1, Xavier Quintantar, and he runs out of bounds, but yardage, and I believe that is 1st and 10 for UC.
DeMar's pass complete to Xavier Quintantar, number 1, run out of bounds.
I would say, Levi, so far, the Falcons, you know, they're kind of giving me a reason to be excited for this game.
Up before a gain of 4
yards. I completely agree, but at the same time, I feel like the best thing that we could see here would be a Centurion come back and win. It's their homecoming. They're a great team. You want to see them keep going, you know, and I feel like a win for them would just be great. It'd be incredible to watch. 2 wide receivers on both sides, Hill and DeMar in the pocket.
I will say, Levi, this UC team is ranked 18th in the San Diego division, so that, I mean, that's pretty high in like the 56 teams we have here.
And there's the pass. The offensive line is broken, and DeMar scrambles, and there's the pass. It's thrown way out of bounds.
Scripps range play caught that. You might as well call it an interception, Levi, because that was out of bounds.
You know, 2nd and 10. Again, this UC offensive line just collapsed. It broke immediately. It's giving no time for Quentin DeMar, the quarterback of UC, to do anything. He's having to scramble. He's having to throw it out of bounds. He doesn't have time to do much.
So far, Levi, I mean, this game's been a pretty good one, I must say. You know, memorable moments have happened. You know, 2 touchdowns from the Scripps. I would say underdogs here. But, I mean, so far, it's been a good showing so far.
And, you know, it has been a great showing. And if UC were to make a comeback, I feel like it would make an incredible night. And 2nd and 10, ball in the 35th. DeMar is in the pocket with Hill. And let's see how they can get this going. DeMar steps back and throws to number 1, Quentin Tanar, and he jukes 2 tackles and walks out of bounds.
What a juke. That was the, I believe, 7th completion for this team so far on passing. So they're doing a good job so far.
They're doing a great job so far on the passing.
Benjamin Wellens.
Levi, they might as well have heard us because we were talking about how we haven't heard this offense, and right now they're charging down the field. So maybe they hear us here in the stands because they're trying to get stuff going.
Maybe they're doing it. It is 3rd and 1, and it looks like number 5, Nakeem Jones, the star running back, is coming out here, and he is getting a first down for UC. Nakeem Jones averaging 160 yards per game. And we could see him come out here and just turn this game around for UC's favor. And I really hope he does because, honestly, I'm rooting for UC here.
I will say, Nakeem Jones does have offers from college. He's number 5, and he has offers from UConn and West Virginia, which is also some pretty good teams so far. I believe one of them is ranked in the top 25 in the nation right now.
I believe that's UConn. I'm not sure, though. Don't fact check that.
I don't watch too much college football, so I wouldn't know.
Number 2, big throw by DeMara.
That's just over number 1. Wow. Like I said, Levi, I think a kid on Christmas. I would have just jumped up and started shaking my hands if he scored that. But sadly, it was just a little over the top.
And you know, Xavier Quintintanar, I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly, but he has been a recurring name. Almost every passing play has gone to him, and he has been making it work. He's been running down the field. He almost got that one for a massive gain of yardage. But it is still 2nd and 10, ball on the 44th with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go.
Levi, let's talk about Nakeem again. He is currently leading his team with 160 yards per game. I mean, that's an incredible number, I must say.
Especially for a running back.
And he so far is 32nd in the San Diego section with the most total yards so far this season. That's a pretty good for being, like I said,
DeMar in the back, and there's
teams.
the throw. Caught by number 9.
Nope. Yeah.
Mars pass intended for Tay Lockett, incomplete. 3rd.
That is incomplete from Tay Lockett, the guy who has like 5 offers. You know,
if he could have caught that, then that would have been an incredible play, getting them a first down, keeping them moving up. But right now it's still 3rd and 10, and let's see if the Centurions can get anything going.
I gotta say, Levi, I mean, all this hype about the halftime is kind of getting to me because it looks like their halftime is going pretty good so far. I mean, I might stay here and watch it, but it seems we got some cheerleaders. We got a lot of golf carts. I mean, I would be impressed if I was in this crowd today.
And you know, I heard a rumor that fireworks might be happening sometime later in the night.
Levi, what school at this point does not have fireworks at home going? Literally, like half the games we've been to have had fireworks. This is amazing. You know, fireworks are incredible. I'm happy schools are doing it this year.
DeMar gets it and passes to number 1, Xavier Quintintanar, who is running down the field. He's making a break, and he drew the tackle.
Ace tackle, but I think he get all the way, Levi. He did it. Oh my gosh, Levi. They must have heard us because he's all the way in the touchdown.
Number 1, Xavier Quintinar.
Xavier Quintinar, he has been a star player throughout this entire game. Again, I'm bringing his name up. And a 44-yard pass, getting it to 6th and 13. This could be the turnaround that UC needs.
I mean, Levi, this is a massive morale booster. And I was about to say, I will bet like some candy that they were not going to win this game. But I might have to not take that word back. Because
no. You said it. If they win, you buy me a Skittles. If they lose,
I could agree with you. Or on live TV, I could agree. I'm shaking his hand, guys. You cannot see it, but.
And that looks like the kick is good from number 42.
And the kick is good, and with 2:59 to go in the half.
And the Centurions are back in the game. I was down them a little bit. I will admit, I was a doubter, but they have proved me wrong.
They have proved you wrong. And number 42, Nalu Lee, the kicker, he is ranked 8th again. I'm going to bring him up. An incredibly good kicker, and I think we could see him go to a good college. And you know, if UC wins, you owe me a Skittles. Will you shake hands on that?
I did agree to that.
And I will hold you to that, because UC is going to win this game. The Centurions are going to win.
Under the guidance of Miss Samantha Cruz.
Let's see. I know we talked about the UC coach earlier today, but we do have to give some props. Coach Paul Lawrence is nominated for San Diego County Chargers. Long name. San Diego County Chargers San Diego High School School Coach of the Week. So props to him. He's obviously doing a great job of coaching this team because they are still 7-0.
Of course, 7-0. 3 minutes left. 7 and 13. I mean,
at halftime,
UC could 100% turn this around and take the win here. Scripps, they need to get something going. If they can get another touchdown before the half ends, they could be in an incredibly good spot when UC gets it at the start of the second half.
Dollar lead a kick.
Yeah, I must say, homecoming games are always a great sight for everybody, you know. The atmosphere is unlike anything else.
The kick is caught, and he's running down the field, and he makes a break for it. And oh my God, brought down at the 42-yard line. An incredible return by Christian Reina.
You just read my mind, Levi, because that was an incredible return indeed. Having to start off with a 42-yard line is a massive advantage for the Scripps Ranch team, because like I said, you know, the bar graph is going up, and they just keep it going up. They have nothing to do but win this game.
But you know, the very first drive, I believe, the Centurions started at the 40-yard line, and they didn't get anything going. So let's see if Scripps can get anything going from essentially the same spot. And Parker in the back with Strotter. He hands it off to Strotter. Runs through and is stopped for a gain of 0.
You can see Tay Lockett over there. You know, he was very happy with that tackle. That's always funny. You know, Levi, I always like that. Like, you have a lot of pride in this game. You know, you make a good tackle, you celebrate with your teammates. You score a touchdown, you celebrate with your teammates. You kick a field goal, you celebrate. You know, overall, it's just a positive sport. You know, that's why I love football so much.
It is a team sport, so You've got your whole team that's going to be pushing for this win. And it looks like Armstrong is in the back with what appears to be Jaden Gossman. And there's not the handoff pass to number 45, who's running through and gets an incredible amount of yardage. That was number 45, Kaysen Mendez.
That was well executed there from Scripps Ranch. I must say,
Kaysen Mendez
I mean,
tripped up
they have so far been
by
unstoppable in the
Brady
second
Richardson,
half. They
23
started off with a
Centurions.
score, and they just continue to push down. I mean, their
For
defense let up a
Falcons.
little bit because obviously they got that touchdown, that long
To the
touchdown
49,
play.
that'll bring up a
But,
3rd and 1.
I mean, so far, they've been putting up good numbers.
And you know, the Falcons, they can run it down here. There's a minute and 45 seconds left to go in the half. They have a very good chance to go down, make it 20-7 by the time of the second half.
Down.
And it appears Armstrong is in the back with Gosman and Strotter, but there is a flag on the play.
Timeout.
Not a flag, Levi, as a
Falcons.
timeout. I must correct you.
My apologies.
Sometimes I think I'm just here to correct you, Levi. That's my only job.
You have
I'm
made
kidding.
as many, if not more, mistakes as I have.
Wow, we're keeping it clean here on the air, but it's always fun, you know. Like I said, poking fun at your partner.
And you know, I just want to remind everyone that he will be buying me a Skittles after this.
Only if the Centurions can pull us one off, which, I mean, I must say, it looks like they're not going
Let's
to,
get
but that's just me.
It looks like they're going to be pulling this off.
Presentation.
So you got a close up on the refs here.
Homecoming king and queen will be treated by a performance from UC Cheer.
You know, it seems like a action-packed halftime show is going to happen for the homecoming game.
Following the
UC.
game, the Centurions
As these, you know,
All
we're winding down to
movements are
halftime, Levi. How you feeling? You know, it's halftime. We've been here for a solid
3rd
time,
and
you know.
1.
We're around 30 minutes. We're getting started. It's late in the night. It's a little cold, but, like, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling great, and Armstrong in the back with Strotter and Gosman, but he chooses to do neither, and there's a throw, and it is sent to number 22, Benjamin Wellens, and he is brought down.
Benjamin Wellens, penalty marker.
As the 7th pass from
Brady
him.
Richardson
I
on the
remember
stop, number
I remember a
23.
long time ago, Levi, when all Scripps Ranch did was run the ball. I mean, obviously, since they started passing, they scored on both their drives, so maybe just that they were holding back, you know. They were like, you know, this UC team, they're good, but we're better. And they were just like, you know, had the chain of the dog and then let the dog loose,
Defensive
and they're
holding
going right
is the
now, I
call.
must say.
You know, they're
Against the
pedaling the metal. If they can
Centurions,
run down in the
penalties
minute and 18 seconds left in the half,
Result of the
then they
play
could
is a
score
first
again,
down
get it 20-7.
for the
I think
Falcons.
going into the half at a loss of 13 has got to be incredibly demoralizing if it were to happen for Scripps Ranch.
After the gain of 12.
Levi, if you're the coaches for both teams here, you know, obviously you're going to the locker room to halftime with a very split mindset.
Armstrong in the back, and there is the pass caught by number 45, Mendez, who is going out of bounds. 1 minute and 12 seconds left in the
Pass
half.
complete.
Levi, you know what I also love about
Jason
football
Mendez.
is the determination, because I know you couldn't see it on camera, but he laid out for those extra yards. You
Nate
know?
Zabrowski,
And
number
it is
22,
great to
with
see that
coverage.
these
Good
kids
credit
want to
to
play
the
football.
tackle.
You know, it's a very physical sport. It's not for everybody, but I could tell they love the game. You know, and
Gain
that's
of
like
16
the best
yards
part
and
is
a
that
Falcons
being able to
first
enjoy
down.
the game and play with your friends is have fun and win the games, of course.
And I mean, these teams, they are all friends, and they've got some great team mentality out here. And there's the hike, and it looks like a run that is stopped.
I must say, Levi, if they do have fireworks tonight, you know, I would be
Scripps.
genuinely impressed, because it would be a perfect setting. I know you can't see it, but it is a beautiful night out here in UC, and fireworks would just top it off. Seems like a timeout here is called by one of the teams, I believe UC. Both these teams in the huddle here, you know, if you're both these coaches, you're like, guys, get your head in the game. You only got 56 seconds left in the half. You just got to really focus on stopping the run. For
advance.
UC, if they
At the
let
end
in
of
this
tonight's
touchdown,
game,
it is
prior
not
to a
looking good for the
special
game. And like I
performance
said, I made
by
a
the
bet with
Centurions
Levi over
down.
here. You know,
We
I
have
got
a
to give him
very
the
special
Skittles,
treat.
but hopefully I'm
Courtesy
hoping
of the
that
SDUSD. Stick around
Scripps
after the
can pull it
game,
out for
please.
me. If you're Scripps Ranch here, you're kind of trying to run the ball. I understand what they're doing, because when you run the ball and you don't go out of bounds, the time keeps rolling, and they're not trying to give this UC
Second and 10
offense
for the Falcons
any
as play
time to score a
resumes.
touchdown if they're able to
56
score.
seconds to go in
Any
quarter
points
number
at all
two.
would be great for this team. See some mind games here from Scripps Ranch. QB getting ready to hike the ball. Like I said, it's a little high, and he falls on it just barely. Oh my gosh, UC was coming up all over him, and he was not about to get out of there.
Parker Armstrong falls.
I know we
on the
talked about
bus
this
snap.
before, but that is the second time the ball's been hiked over his head. That is not a good sight for them
Timeout
here.
Centurions.
Like, it's something that a QB has to work on. You know, they have to really get to know their corner because you might as well just be buzzed at that point because
Loss of
no matter
9
what
on
you're
the
doing,
play.
you're always going to be with your corner as a QB, and it's very important.
Be 3rd and 19.
So
Good play
far, I
reserves.
mean, my personal review on this game, it's been pretty good, you know. The student section has been recovered, like they're jamming, they're having fun, and so far it's just a good experience overall. I will say, Levi, that both these teams, you know, there's been a lot of timeouts towards the end, which, I mean, I guess you have 3, so you might as well use them to not use them, but it has been a slow second half, I must say. Student section lively as always. We have the teams coming back out here on the field. We are looking at a third down, my bad. 3 down and 10 to go here. They're encroaching here on this touchdown. So let's see if they're able to get it. A pass here to 45. He's making a run up the field, taking 2 defenders with him. A nice play there. And they're getting a little chippy on the
Pass
field, but
completion. Jason Mendez, number 45.
gotta remember to keep it clean here at the game.
Give it the assist to Brady Richardson.
Seems to be fine, but he's walking with his helmet off.
There's a penalty marker on the play.
A penalty on the play here. It might be
After
pushing
the
Scripps
game,
Ranch back
Stand
some
by for
yards here, and
penalty.
that is not good for them because you want to try to get a touchdown in here before the thing's over.
Personal foul face mask is the penalty against the Centurions.
It looks like the penalty here is against UC. That is going to give Scripps a better chance at scoring here. They're going far. Wow, that might be a 15-yard penalty there.
It looks like they're almost to the red zone, and, you know, with 41 seconds
ball
left,
down to the
Scripps
11-yard
definitely
line,
has a
1st and
chance
10.
to make it 20-7 here before the end of the half.
Like I said, you know, that Skittles is on the line, and it is looking good for me.
And, you know, it looks like Armstrong in the back with Gosner, or Gosman, my fault.
Seems like the ref is talking to the players. There might be some confusion in the play.
Parker talking to number 6, Jackson Roche.
See them going here, Levi. This is a very important play.
And Armstrong falls back into the pocket. He's alone, and the offensive line breaks, and there's the pass, but no one there to get it. It looks like there might have been pass interference or something
pass
happening over there in the end
intended
zone. 2 men on the
Jason
ground.
Mendez,
Levi, I might
incomplete.
say, I think this Scripps Ranch QB is seeing ghosts because he was thrown to absolutely nobody.
2nd and 10 from the 11.
Jasper might have been on the sideline.
Jasper on the sideline. I mean, he would probably carry the Scripps Ranch team were he to be on it.
As you can see on the top of the screen, we have, once again, I know we mentioned it a lot, but it is their homecoming night. So you see all the decorated golf cart floats, all the cheerleaders, you know, getting revved up. I gotta say, you know, I thought it was experience and it was all good. So, I mean, it's looking nice so far.
And, you know, with 35 seconds left, they're on the 11, 1 yard away from the red zone. You can see them getting ready. Parker in the back with Gosman. And there's the snap. Handed off to Gosman, who's making a run for it, and he is stopped pretty quickly. Looks like a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I mean,
Brandon Gosman
it's
on
coming
the
to
ball
3rd
carrier.
down here, Levi. I mean, is it worth it to just go for the field goal
Desmond
here,
Demora
or is it
on
worth it
the
to get the
stop
kick?
for
Because
Centurions.
I think they're turning on the field goal unit.
Here's my thinking. It's only 3rd down. You go for the touchdown, and on 4th, if it looks
Timeout
like you can make it,
Scripps.
you go for the touchdown if you haven't gotten it on 3rd, or you kick it on 4th. But either way, 3rd down, you go for the touchdown here. But that's just my thinking. Of course, I'm not the one out there coaching.
Once again,
After
Levi,
the game
I
of
know
Theo,
you weren't here for a
3rd and
while,
7.
but there have been multiple timeouts, and it feels like this last minute of the game is lasting 10 minutes because there have been multiple timeouts, multiple flags. It has just been a slow ending to this second half.
I mean, this is an extremely important drive for both teams. A 20-7 lead at halftime could be demoralizing or incredibly moralizing, depending on what side you're on. And I mean, Scripps Ranch, if they could get something out here, I think it's not looking good for the Centurions.
Stone is here, getting all the highlights.
And there is a cheerleader showing off their cheerleading.
Tonight, 10:45 for the first and 15, full hour of 11 o'clock, KUSI.
And it looks like Armstrong is in the back with Gosman once again.
Like I said, Levi, Scripps Ranch seems to be heavily encroaching here.
There's the fake handoff for Gosman that's thrown and almost caught.
Oh my gosh, if you're the QB there, you are punching the air because that should have been a touchdown there, Levi. He was wide open.
Looks like designated for Rex Thielacker, the tight end, and you know, he's the one that caught the other touchdown for the Falcons, and if he'd gotten a second one, that would have been incredibly good looking.
As we saw number 2 walking out there, you know, it's a tough game, you know, morale is high and low, ups and downs, like I said, and it's just important to keep morale high because he's a good QB, you know, it's just, that should have been a touchdown right there.
And on the 4th down, it looks like they're going to be kicking it for a field goal with 21 seconds left in the half.
Number 99, you know, might need to extend that jersey because it looks a little big on him.
Number 99 goes to kick, and it is good.
The 25-yard field
16-7 going into the half. Although there are 17 seconds, so you know.
I mean, Levi, 17 seconds is the right amount of time to get a Hail Mary play, and then another Hail Mary play, and then kick a field goal. So it is truly possible that right here that Sentinels have a chance to put some points on the board before the half's over.
Centurions. Not Sentinels.
I said Centurions.
No, you didn't. You said Sentinels.
I said Centurions.
Let's be real. You said Sentinels.
Okay, maybe I said Sentinels.
Exactly. This is why you're going to be owing me a Skittles after the game.
I just say, Levi, the atmosphere definitely improved from the start of the game. You know, I was a little worried at the start. I was like, oh, homecoming game. You know, it's a big time for the fans to show up from your school, really represent their school, and they did a good job. You know, it looks packed. A nice pick-out theme, I must say. Good choice.
And, you know, the band just bringing out more and more home team spirit for the Centurion stands. And it is a massive home stands that is pretty well packed. Looks like the kick going from number 99. Number 99.
Double 9, you know. They say number 9 is meant for the linemen, but obviously this kicker has something else to say.
There's the kick.
Bobbled by number 20.
And number 20 is running. And he's going up the line, and he is brought down on the 25.
They have 9 seconds left, and there's a flag thrown after.
I mean, with 9 seconds left, the Centurions could get some, theoretically, they could get something going here. It's 9 seconds. That's enough for one, maybe 2 plays.
Yeah, and they do have one timeout, so this is what's gonna happen here. Imagine this. I'm a physics. You know, I was told I have some futuristic vibes about me.
You have some
See, this
futuristic
is what's
vibes?
about to happen. You know, the Centurions are about to throw one heck of a Hail Mary play, and they're about to get a 40-yard gain. Then, Levi, I'm not done yet. They're gonna kick a field goal. I think it's out to the end. Watch. I'm calling it right now. Because they do have a timeout here, so they're able to stop the time. If they just make it really fast, like a 6-second drive, they will have enough time to kick a field goal here. The question is, does the kicker have the range? Like you said, you know, he is ranked number 8 in California, so he's got to have a boot on him somewhere.
He does. He does. And it looks like number 2, DeMar, is going to be in the back with Nakeem Jones. They brought him back out. Some crazy play could happen, or we could just see UC stopped before the end of the half.
Let's see his Hail Mary play here. All the wide receivers lined up.
There's the snap to Demara and the pass. And he goes out of bounds.
5 seconds left. I mean, you have another time. You have another chance to do the same exact thing. What? That was 4 seconds? I mean, you could theoretically have another 4-second play, get it down, go out of bounds, and have 1 second left to try it. Maybe. And when I say maybe, is it a capital M? Maybe kick a field goal.
You know, Taven Lockett got that in 4 seconds, got out of bounds. They could, again, do that again, but maybe with a little bit more range, or just go for it. A big pass now. I'm not out there, though, so it's all up to Demara and this UC coach. Demara in the back with Nakeem.
I hear the Scripps Ranch coach is screaming at their corners to go back.
And DeMar falls back. The offensive line is somewhat breaking, and he's pressured, and he goes down in the end of the half.
And the end of the half here, time is out, And
Like
I gotta say,
Hayden Moss,
Levi,
number 53,
yeah,
that's
I
over
was
the
down
first
in the half.
The
You know, I
Falcons
thought I was gonna
lead
get a snoozer,
16-7.
but here we sit,
Stand
16-7.
by
You
for our
know,
special
the away
homecoming
team is winning
celebration
on the homecoming game. Is nothing we want to see,
put
but
on
I
by
mean,
our fabulous ASB.
looking good so far.
Take it away, ASB.
And you know, it is homecoming, so we could see the Centurions. They're under a lot of pressure. And like you said, pressure makes diamonds. They could come back from this, and it's going to be 16-7 as we will be leaving you guys for a break.
And we will see you guys after the break. Thank you, and we'll see you soon. Are we off?
ahead of Sasha.
Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the 7-16 Falcons game.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta say, I had a great halftime. Levi, how do you feel after that? It's time, go get a hot dog, go say hi to the girls.
You did neither of those things, Ethan.
Levi, they don't know that. You can't say that.
But, that was a great halftime. It gave these teams time to recover. It gave the UC team time to get their morale back. And actually looking at the UC, whatchamacallit? What's the, thing that, the symbol? What is that called again?
Breast cancer awareness symbol.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Not that.
This.
Centurion?
No, what is it called for each team, though?
Those symbols. Levi, you're confusing me, okay? My mind is not made for this.
The Centurion symbol, it doesn't look like a Centurion. It looks like a hoplite. I don't know. That's just my own.
You're such a history nerd, Levi. You're such a history nerd.
It's just my own personal, whatchamacallit, annoyance.
One second, I gotta do something.
All right. And, going back into this, you can see both teams warming up. You can see them getting ready. The third quarter is about to start. Currently, it is Centurion ball, and I think that they can get a comeback here. I think that they can make it 14-16, and I think that they can still win this game, and I think, most importantly, I can still get those Skittles.
We'll see about that one, Levi. Like we said, so far it's been a decent game. 16-7, still winning, and just make note of that, Levi. I'm still winning. But, so far it's been a very interesting game. I've been entertained. Have you been entertained?
100%. And what we saw is, in the beginning of the first quarter and the beginning of the first quarter, we saw a defensive battle. But then these offensives got in the groove of it, and we saw them start scoring. It's been just an incredibly fun game to commentate for, and I bet you that these players are having an incredibly good time playing in it.
Yeah, like you said, Levi, I know you've never graced a field in your lifetime, but football's a great sport, and it's about teamwork, about having fun, and certainly about winning.
I have played football before. This is slander.
It's okay,
You cannot
Levi.
keep
It's okay. We know the
spreading
truth.
lies and misinformation.
But, like we said, so far it's been a great game. Once again, both these teams are undefeated, so it will be a sure sad thing if UC loses on their homecoming game and becomes not undefeated. But nonetheless, both teams have played incredible. I've certainly been entertained.
And UC's going to win. Let's be real here. That was very cool looking. Moon we just saw there, although it did get diluted.
It is certainly a beautiful night.
Certainly a beautiful night. And, it's a warm night. Of course it's San Diego, so it's going to be warm. But, even by San Diego standards, it's a warm night. I don't even need my jacket.
I don't know about that one, Levi. If you could look at the people sitting around us, they are all shivering their timbers right now. But
it's 90 degrees out.
But there's no shot.
Anyone from any part in the rest of the world would be wearing, T-shirt right now, because we're San Diego and we're weenies for weather. And I feel like this is a great temperature night.
We might need to fact check you on that one, but nonetheless, back to the football game. Both the teams are getting ready to come back on the field for the second half of the game. I'm expecting some big things. Let's talk about what these teams need to work on. I think we both need to agree that this offensive line for UC really needs to get their crap together, because they've got so many stuff. They've got so many let-throughs, like the sacks. They just need to get themselves together, pull themselves together, give themselves a pep talk and say it's okay, and they just need to work,
Certainly if I'm the offensive coordinator, I am yelling at UC's offensive line. They've had a terrible showing tonight. And their quarterback, Quentin Demara, has just been hurried or sacked over and over with this offensive line breaking, and I think they need to work on that. Scripps Ranch isn't really that much to criticize on. They're playing an incredible
All right, fans,
game.
we're ready for the second half.
Other than the first half where they didn't pass the ball at all, but somehow still got 4 yards. Other than that, they've done a great showing. They've scored. They've put up points on the board from the last 3 drives in a row. They got a touchdown, missed the field goal, got a touchdown, and then a field goal.
There's the kick by number 42, Nalu Lee, and the Scripps Ranch Falcons get it, and they're running up the field, and he jogs.
Dodging, wow.
Oh, my God, an incredible kick return, and UC's finally able to take him down at what looks to be the 45-yard line.
I think football players would make great dodgeball players. There's a professional league for that somewhere, but they're just great at juking people. I bet they'd be all great dodgeball players.
I agree, and that sounds like something that would be used as a warm-up. I can't confirm that, but it's used as a warm-up in wrestling, and why not?
First and 10, Falcons.
Why not football?
I mean, I agree with you. But let's see if this Scripps Ranch offense can get stuff going again this season. If they start off with a touchdown, it might as well be quits for UC.
Here's Armstrong in the back, handing it off to what looks like Mendez, and he is stopped before he gets really any gain from that. Never mind, that was number 1, Tristan Reyna. I don't know where I got number 44, Mendez, from, but that was
kindergarten, Levi. Back to kindergarten to learn your numbers over. I'm sorry, folks, for my announcer partner, but he's done a good job. I'm happy to be announcing with Levi tonight.
Thank you, and also not thank you. I don't know how to feel about that series of words that came out of your mouth. Benjamin Wellens, Tristan Reyna, and Parker Armstrong all in the back. Number 6 shifts to the right, and there's the hike. Falls back into the pocket, hands it off to Tristan Reyna, who was taken down immediately for a loss of lards. I guess. For the Falcons.
Loss of yards, Levi. Loss of yards.
But loss
of 2.
Hold on. But I can't speak anymore. Either way.
Halftime really messed up, Levi. The Skittles are getting to you.
It did. What looks to be 3rd and 11 on the 45-yard line.
I mean, I gotta say, the Scripps Ranch offense has done a great job so far of putting points on the board. I mean, UC's coming back. They had that one massive play to, I believe, Trey Lockett, the guy who has a bunch of offers.
That was Trey Lockett.
Yeah, and you could tell he was hyped up. The morale went up, but it's if this defense needs to pull through because they've scored the last 3 drives.
Hike to Armstrong, and he throws, and it is caught. An incredible catch.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Number 45. An incredible catch to Kaysen Mendez.
Wow. That was a Superman catch right there, Levi. He laid out for that one.
With the tackle.
And, 3rd and 3 on the 48. I mean, we could see the Falcons push down the field, get another touchdown, or at least a kick.
Amazing catch, If this Scripps Ranch offense keeps putting up catches like that and showing the effort, I mean, there is nothing they could do but win, which is good for me because I want some Skittles.
Strotter in the back with Armstrong. Number 15 shifted left, or 45 Mendez shifted left. And there's the kick. No one in the backfield to receive that, and it bounces, and it looks like number 6.
That is a beautiful roll, and it'll be held on the 10-yard line.
An incredible punt.
Ryan Setter with the quick kick.
Putting the Centurions in a bad position with their offense coming out.
I mean, Levi, it's these tough situations that really test the teams, Like you said, what is it? UC hasn't really played any
no return.
positive winning team so far. So this is their first real test of the season. And so far, they're doing a decent job, I mean, I doubted them for a hot second, but they put some points on the board, and it proved me wrong.
Mm-hmm. They did have that one touchdown, and I feel that they have the complete ability to push down for another one. And it looks like number 2, Quentin Demara in the back with
Demara in the backfield.
Nakeem Jones. 2 quarterbacks to the right and 1 to the left, or 2 wide receivers to the right and 1 to the left. And there's the hike to Demara, and he falls back into the pocket, and the pocket is already snapping, and he scrambles, and he breaks the tackle, and he's running for it, and breaks another tackle before running out of bounds. An incredible recovery by Demara.
I gotta say, Levi, he really turned nothing into something. I thought they were going down to the 1-yard line, and it might be a safety, but he's able to get 5 yards off that, or like 5 to 8 yards. So I do gotta give him kudos for keeping on his feet and keep pushing.
And, mentioning safeties, I just remembered this from doing my research on Scripps Ranch, but Scripps Ranch actually won a game this season with only a safety, 2-0 against, I believe it was...
Wow.
O'Farrell Charter.
Levi, I had to say, in all my years of watching football, and announcing for the second time, I've never seen a game be 2-0. That is a crazy stat line.
Demara in the back with Jones. He fakes, and there's the pass. And number 15 running down the line. He breaks the tackle, and he keeps running, and he's finally taken out of bounds. That looks to be passed to number 15, Drayden Gardner, who is a name that we are seeing again and again.
That's Theaker, number 19 in coverage with the tackle.
The crowd, the visitor crowd showing up. And it's always hard, being a visitor crowd. Like, you always have the home team showing up. But they've done, they travel well. It's one of the more fuller crowds I've seen in most football games. So they're doing a good job so far.
Demara handed it off to Jones, and he got some yardage there, but
Jackson
not great.
Number 6 for Scripps, gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
2nd and 8 on the 34-yard line in the 3rd quarter with 9 minutes and 16 seconds left to go. We could see the Centurions score and maybe another offensive drive if they're lucky.
Like I said, Levi, I mean, they're really making something out of nothing here, and if they really go score, I have high hopes for this offense. Because, like we said, this offense has been responsible for scoring 417 yards per game.
And DeMar throws and pushed out of bounds.
Tomorrow's pass complete to Xavier Quintanar.
Xavier Quintanar received that pass and was pushed out of bounds. And you know, Quintanar, he's been a recurring name. He's seemingly one of their better players, has been passed to, I think, the most out of any receiver besides maybe number 15, Drayden Gardner.
I do have to agree with you, Levi. You did say that perfectly.
3rd and 4. Check that.
One of the better things he said tonight.
3rd and 4 on the 40-yard line. Let's see if the Centurions can make anything of this. DeMar in the back with Jones. 2 wide receivers on each side. Looks like a passing play. DeMar falls back, and the offensive line is immediately broken, and he just throws it out of bounds. Oh, my God. The offensive line crumbled in seconds.
See number 22 there for Scripps Ranch.
Incomplete. Brings up a 4th down.
But like I said, you know, important plays here by QBs. If you really think about it, Levi, if we put the sport of football without QBs, it would be a completely different game, you know?
Yes, that's how it works when you're removing one of the most important players.
Well, but, like, if you really think about it, the QB holds everything together, you know? If they can't pass, they can't hand the ball off, they can't memorize plays, the offense would be nothing. So you got to give both props to QBs because, once again, these teams are both undefeated and have done a great job.
And there's the kick by number 42, and
it's
blocked.
Right, they pick it up. The Scripps Ranch picked that up. Oh, my gosh. Scripps Ranch might have just got the ball back. An incredible form.
I mean, I don't even know what just happened there, but number 5, Nakeem Jones, on the ground for a second before getting back up.
Brought down by
it's still hard to tell right now if Scripps Ranch recovered the ball, if they have offense or not. But that was an incredible play by Scripps. Oh, my gosh.
It would appear the Scripps Ranch offense is coming out, so I think Scripps Ranch has the ball right now.
Wow, what a play by Scripps Ranch there.
The block on the punt was definitely important for this.
But fans are not happy. Wait, fans are happy. Look at them. Full of excitement.
I think that's a bit of an overstatement.
They're jumping pleasure of the team.
There's the handoff to Strotter.
Strotter's been a massive part.
That is not Strotter. I need to go back to kindergarten. I believe that was handed off to number 45, Kason Mendez.
Nathan Newton, the ball
I gotta say, Levi, Scripps Ranch really has a way with getting around with running backs. Because I believe they have 3 running backs. They have Strotter, Jaden, number 10, then they have Grainen, number 10 is that, and they have the guy you just mentioned.
I don't know what I'm saying.
If Scripps Ranch scores here, I mean, it will top off an amazing play that their defense have made.
It would appear that Armstrong is alone in the backfield. No, he is not. He hands it off to Mendez, who makes a run for it, and breaks through, breaking a tackle.
Break through the hole, probably again around 10 there. Like I said, these running backs have been carrying this team on their back.
I apologize, that was not Mendez, that was number 41, Nathan Yoon.
But the running backs have really been putting the team on their back for this Scripps Ranch offense, and I do not blame them if they get a good game ball after this game because they have definitely put their team in the back, and they're the reason why they're winning right now.
Armstrong and Rayner in the back. Looks like it's going to be a running play here.
Don't be too sure, Levi.
And there's the snap handed off to Reyna, just like I predicted, and Reyna is taken down. Looks like at the line of scrimmage.
Levi, I just say, give props to both these defenses because there has been a considerable amount of 0-yard gains in this game so far. So maybe 5. I haven't been counting too hard, but there's been a good amount of them.
No gain.
We are seeing, again, this was a no-game play. We are seeing some incredible defenses come out here. Holding it to 7-6 at 2 extremely high-scoring teams. That's an insanely good defensive output. Reyna and Armstrong in the back.
We have 7 minutes left in the half.
And Armstrong falls back. It's going to be a passing play, and he hucks it out to number 19, who barely misses it. Pass intended to number 19, Rex Thielacker, the tight end.
The pass was intended for Rex Thielacker.
Well, you got that. Never mind, Levi. I thought my eyes deceived me, but you're correct. You're correct.
You doubted me, Ethan. Something you should never do.
I will rethink the next time I doubt you, Levi.
Rex Thielacker, he scored 1 touchdown. He almost scored another for the Falcons. And he almost just got a massive play that could have gotten him very close to the red zone here.
I do gotta say, Levi, this QB has had some problems with overthrowing. like we said before, they kicked the field goal last half. The QB number 2, he had the perfect opportunity to throw it to number 15, but he just overthrew it, and the same thing just happened right there.
Armstrong in the back, hands it off to Strotter, who's running, and
He's going for it.
Through.
He's going for it. He might go all the way.
And he breaks the tackle and goes down in the red zone. Looks like 1st and 3 to go till goal.
Touchdown saving tackle by
Stop on the
Xavier
5-yard line.
One.
What a play, Levi. And that just accentuates my point that the running backs have been carrying this game for the Scripps Ranch.
And you know, that is Scripps Ranch's star running back, who we haven't seen a lot of. Strotter hasn't really been outplaying that much. I think that they are holding him back, flexing a little bit.
From the 5.
Let's see if Scripps Ranch is able to finish the job, because unlike last time, they were not able to score, even though they were right on the goal line.
Looks like man down, number 26, Yun Pagunda.
It's always a tough sight, Levi. Like we said,
immediately following tonight's contest, a very special treat courtesy of
like I said, Levi, you know, football's a very physical game, you know, and it is inevitable. Some people get hurt, but it's if you're able to bounce back, you know, continue playing, push on, and keep your team motivated is what's going to help you, you know.
And you know, being injured has got to suck. You're down there, you're staring up at the sky. You know that you might not be able to play again, and especially at a close game like this, is something that you want to do. It's got to be disappointing for these players.
We also like to welcome tonight the members of the Staley Middle School.
I mean, this is also a great break for the coaches. You know, you can see the Scripps Ranch coach talking to his players. You know, he's saying, "We need this, guys. This is your time to shine in this important game. And if we don't get this, it's not looking too hot."
And Scripps Ranch could snowball away with it like they did in the beginning of the first quarter.
Like I said, Levi, third time saying it, pressure makes diamonds. And if they're able to score here, they might start running away with the game.
But you know, Ethan, people also crumble under the pressure. And you know what else crumbles? Cookies. So we're just going to have to see which way this cookie crumbles.
Good line, Levi.
I know. It was an incredible line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line for the Falcons.
At the 5-yard line, let's see what the Scripps Ranch offense could do.
Looks like Strotter in the back. Armstrong in the back with Strotter. Number 17 shifts, and appears to be a false start on the defense. At least a penalty on the play.
For sure a penalty on the play, but we'll see who it's against, you know. False start against the offense, not the defense here, Levi.
I mean, I was 1/2 correct there, 1/2.
1/2, not the full thing, though.
Penalty.
But close enough.
First
that is going to push him back, though. I mean, it could be a curse or a blessing because, you know, when you're so close to the thing, it's kind of hard to throw the ball because it's very predictable and it's easy to cover the wide receivers. But when you have more yardage, when you have more yardage, it's easier to pass the ball.
And, you know, still in the red zone, 1st and 10. Ball is literally on the 10-yard line. And I think that we are very likely going to see a Scripps Ranch goal here. Strotter in the back with QB Armstrong. Armstrong signals. He hikes it, gives it off to Strotter, who's running through and taken down with only what looks to be a 4-yard gain.
The ball carrier hit first.
They might have gotten back to the 5-yard line right before they got the penalty. I believe they're 1 yard short on the 6-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards.
Gain of 3, not 4.
7-yard line, second and goal.
My bad. I don't know, Levi. I feel like this Scripps Ranch team has struggled to get it in when they're like so close to the goal line. If they get it here, you know, it might be a real weakness here because these are the moments that really cap off your play. You could have an amazing drive, you know, get like Hail Marys, 20-plus yard gains. But if you cannot cap off with a touchdown, it was all in vain.
Strotter in the back with Armstrong, and there's the snap. And he hands it off to Strotter, who pushes downfield and almost gets it.
Is he in? Is he in?
He's
yards short.
Stopped on the 1-yard line. An incredibly play for UC. 3rd and 1. We could see UC stop them here.
Levi, I do not believe that was 1 yard. I think he's inches away.
You think it's 3rd and inches?
I think it's 3rd and inches. I mean, what did it go here? You might try to go for a QB sneak. You might do like a fast running, like, I could imagine this running back just trying to jump over players and crawl in the end zone. We could see some interesting stuff going on.
I mean, we know that Strotter is an incredible running back, so I think that we are just going to see Armstrong hand it off to Strotter, and Strotter just waltz it in here. And I'm right, he hands it off to Strotter, who breaks through.
And he's in.
For a 1-yard touchdown.
Like I said, Levi, this really depends on if the UC is able to come back here because, I mean, like we said, they're starting to run away with it, but you know, sometimes this kind of stuff motivates a team to push harder, push past their limits, and really start gaming.
And, you know, especially on a homecoming game, the Centurions need to get their morale back. They need to get it up, and they need to turn this game around if they want to have a chance at winning 22-7 with 4 minutes, 38 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like they're going for a 2-point conversion.
We'll see, Levi. Like you said before, you know, it's a smart idea to try to get early points up because all UC does has to catch up. So if you're able to get these 2-point conversions and they fail them, it's a good thing.
Armstrong falls back and throws a bullet to number 6. Jackson Roche catches it for the 2-point conversion. 24-7, Falcons leading.
I gotta say, Levi, that was an incredible catch and perfectly placed. You know, it was right over defender, but he was not able to reach it, and it was perfectly caught right in bounds.
You know, I don't know if you saw that, but the Falcons had 2 receivers on that one defender. You know, he had to be overwhelmed there, and in the end, it was just taken.
Well, we're here in the third quarter, Levi, with 4 minutes and 38 seconds left. There is still plenty of time for UC to come back, so do not count them out yet, even though it is looking like I'm winning a bag of Skittles.
I am not counting them out because, again, my bag of Skittles depends on this win by UC.
We'll see about that one, Levi, but it's not looking likely. Like we said, we are here in the third quarter with 4 minutes left. Still plenty of time, like I said.
And Scripps Ranch, number 99, getting ready to kick it. Asher Sturch.
Adams and Garner's back deep.
I believe number 99 is the freshman, correct, Levi?
He's just not. And there's the kick, sent far back and caught by number 20, it appears. He's running down. Oh my God, fumble, but he recovers it.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That was almost a disaster, Levi. That was almost a Category 5 hurricane almost went through here.
Hurricane Milton almost showed up against the Centurions. Jalen Adams fumbles the ball after getting snagged by a Scripps Ranch defender and just almost drops it, but he got the cover back. And now at the 15-yard line, I think that UC can push back and get a touchdown here.
Levi, it might be a metaphor of what's happening, you know. So far, Scripps Ranch has had a dominant grip over this game, and I don't know if UC's going to be able to come back. But
I think UC can.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, if they're able to come back down the field and score, it's highly likely.
You know, it appears Demara in the back with Jones. And there's the snap to Demara. He falls back into the pocket and throws, but incomplete, designated to number 16.
Levi, I think you know what I'm about to say. I think that player ate some butter before this game because he had butterfingers.
Ethan, that is possibly the corniest line I've heard in my entire life.
I mean, but it's true, you know. Gotta wax those gloves every once in a while, but I've been waiting all game to say that, and finally it happens.
And, you know, we're seeing DeMar in the back with Jones again. And, you know, these two, they have a connection. Almost every play has been to Adams. And pass to number 4, complete. Number 4 breaks the tackle and eventually goes down on the 30-yard line. That is going to be a first down, though. Matthew Bresco.
And Levi, that is going to mark the 10th pass completion. I mean, I think both these QBs' completion rate has not been the best, but so far they've done a good job.
And, you know, 10th pass completion, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And a Centurion first down.
Centurions trying to move the ball here, you know.
2 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. DeMar in the back with Jones and hands it off to Jones, who's making a run for it. And, oh, my God, he trucks number 8. But eventually goes down, and it looks like he's staying down.
Bruce Leonard in on the stop, number 8 for Scripps. Timeout for injury.
Not looking good here for UC, but...
and Demara is getting up.
Oh, he's fine.
Or not Demara. Jones getting up, but he's gone down again. You know, this is a key player for this UC team, and it would be sad to lose him here.
Yeah, like I said, football's a physical sport. You know, we always wish the best for the players. Make sure you stay safe out there, guys. Make sure you're wearing your safety, and we always hope for the best.
Let's hope that Nakeem Jones Sr. can get up and keep playing this game because he is one of the most important players again for UC. The UC Hoplites, not Centurions.
And let's hear it for Nakeem.
He's getting up and walking off the field.
We'll give him claps. Round of applause here from the announcing stadium. You know, it's always tough to be able to walk off there, but he's doing it, you know. It's a statement to this team, you know. They're not down. They're down, but they're not out. I almost messed that one up. Wrong. Yeah, I almost messed that one up, but we pulled it back together.
After the official timeout for injury, it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Centurions from the 31.
2nd and 7 on the 31-yard line. 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go.
Levi, I think we're having the same problem as last game. I feel like this last 5 minutes of the quarter has just been lasting forever because last time we checked in, it was 4 minutes and 38 seconds, and now it's just 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So almost a minute has passed in like 5 minutes.
Looks like Jahome Adams is going to be the new running back, and it is faked. And oh, it's a fumble!
It's a fumble.
I believe UC kept it.
No
but no!
way!
I think the Falcons got the fumble.
Intended for Dre Garner, ruled incomplete.
It's no
incomplete.
Good.
Ruled incomplete.
Incomplete. You can tell that Scripps Ranch is not happy with that call.
You know, but the Centurions are. They would have lost the ball if that wasn't ruled incomplete. They are extremely happy about that call.
We could say UC dodged a bullet there, but let's see if they can still capitalize on the miracle that has happened for them. That was ref there. I might have called that an interception. I don't know, Levi. I couldn't see it too well, but
3rd and 10. This isn't looking good for this UC team. They're going to have to go a full 10 yards to get a first down here and make their way back up the field. Looks like DeMar in the back with Adams.
taking their
3
time.
wide receivers on the right and 1 on the left. And there's the snap to DeMar, who falls back into the pocket. The offensive line held for longer than it normally would, but there's the pass and caught! Oh my God, number 1, Xavier Quintatar. We once again bringing up his name as he caught that unbelievable pass and brought down.
That was a beautiful play. You could tell the QB was composed. He was ready, and he just slaying that thing. And they got more than 10 yards. They got 20, and that was just a beautiful play overall.
And you know, the UC line, they held when it mattered. The offensive line, they may break a lot, but they held for that play. And that was the first down, a beautiful pass to number 1, Xavier Quintatar, a name that you'll hear more and more as this day goes on. And there's the snap to Demara. Offensive line already broken. DeMar scrambles and taken down. I think they just lost all the yardage that they gained on that play.
They might go back to exactly where they just threw it from.
You know, this offensive line for UC is just not working out for them in this game. Just
you
not
can see
doing well.
Number 2 there, he is not happy with that play. I mean, it's a tough play for any QB.
Loss of 14.
Oh my God, loss of 14 on the play.
Woo!
1st and 24, ball on the 38-yard line. This is not looking good for the UC Centurions.
I mean, Levi, it is still very possible they see the exact same thing that just happened and they get like a 40-yard play, but that is an incredible play there from the defense and a questionable play there from the offense.
2 wide receivers on each side. DeMara in the back with Adams. Let's see if they can make anything happen here. UC's offensive line just needs to hold this. And there's the snap to DeMara. The offensive line already broken, but he scrambles. And there's the throw. An absolute bomb. Caught by number 15. Drayden Garner grabs it. An incredible play, bringing them to the other team's 30.
Oh my gosh. Levi, I just told you.
You predicted it. You predicted it.
I predicted it. They needed a long play like they just had, and they got exactly what they just wanted. This is exactly what this UC team needs. If they score right here, they're right back in this game.
I cannot believe Drayden Gardner caught that. That was an incredible play. You saw the pocket was collapsing. DeMar just needed to get it out, and he threw it, and it goes straight to number 15. Incredible pass.
I know they're losing, but you have to give incredible props to this QB. Once again, he was so composed under the pressure, even though it was collapsing around him, and he stepped forward and just went all the way down the field. You got to give him props for that.
And you know they are in the red zone now, so let's see. UC probably get a touchdown here.
Probably, still probably. I have no
Nakeem
idea.
Jones is back on the field with DeMara. DeMara hands it off to Nakeem, who runs down for what looks like a gain of 4.
They are marching down, and it has just been play after play that happened. If you really think about it, they should not be here right now. They probably should have fumbled that ball on the first play. They almost got intercepted, and then they had an incredible play, and then they lost like 14 yards, and then they came right back. It has been a roller coaster of emotions in this game so far, and this drive has been incredible.
And you know, the Centurions, they're on the 5-yard line, 5 yards away from another touchdown, and they are stopped. It's looking like it's going to be 3rd and maybe 4.
Caden Clausen, number 53, first to hit up.
So far, they've done an amazing job at keeping this going. The question is, can they top off an amazing drive?
And, a minute left in this quarter. This could be the turning point for the Centurions. The Falcons running out of steam, the Centurions getting back into this game. I think there is a very good chance we see a Centurion come back here. It is their homecoming game. It is their home team. And I think I have faith.
There's a lot of positive factors going here for UC. They just had that massive, amazing play. The home crowd's happy. Everyone's happy. And usually that brings the gameplay up. So we'll see how it goes.
Looks like 3 wide receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Jones in the back with Demara. Demara gets the ball and passes. Caught by number 4.
Number 4. Is that a touchdown?
Matthew Bresco. It looks like he caught that for a touchdown, although it might be out of bounds. We're going to have to wait to see what the call is.
There is a penalty on the play, and I think it's going to get brought back. Yeah, on the offense, wow. They just had an incredible opportunity to score a touchdown, but the offense has to go and ruin it, Levi. Flags take apart offenses like this. I mean, if they start getting flags now, it's not going to end well for UC.
No, but did you see that incredible catch by Matthew Bresco? I mean, we saw him head top this defender, an incredible pass, but now they're out of the red zone. They're being pushed back what looks like 10 yards.
Wow.
This is not very good for the Centurion team, as it's 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. This has been a roller coaster of emotions. I know we said it like 3 times, but they lost yards and they gained yards and they lost yards again and then they gained yards again just to lose it all in the end. I'm on the edge of my seat, Levi.
I mean, we don't know that they use it all. They could score or at least go for a kick, but it looks like they are going for this 3rd and 21. My apologies, 3rd and 21.
I mean, that's still 2 downs. They can get 10 yards here and then get 11 to score a touchdown. It's not truly impossible.
Demara in the back with Jones, getting ready for the snap. And there's the snap to Demara. He falls back into the pocket. The line is holding, and there's the pass to number 1, but there's a flag on the play, and number 1 just can't get it.
It's got to be pass interference. It might be pass interference. And if so, that's getting brought up like 20 yards.
Quintanar, the intended receiver.
And the intended receiver, Xavier Quintanar, he's just been a recurring character this time. He's almost every pass is going to him.
There it is, Levi. That was just pass interference right there against Scripps Ranch. And they're going all the way back.
What is happening right now?
Levi, this has been an incredible drive that you see in storybooks. First, I can't even say it anymore. They gained yards, they lost yards, they gained yards again, they lost it all again, just to be on like the 1 yard line to lose 20 yards in the play, and now they're back on like the 5.
I'm going to correct you. It's 3rd and 12, although they still have a much better chance than 3rd and 22.
Check that.
With 20 seconds left in the quarter, if UC scores here, they're going to be ending this quarter on a touchdown.
Let's hope so. I mean, even if so, it'd be great if the action comes back over our side of the field.
Demara in the back with Jones. Oh, sorry.
Important snap here for UC. This could make or break their game.
The offensive line already broken. Demara scrambling. And he breaks the tackle,
no,
and he's running for it, and he's running for it. Oh my God, Demara scrambling for the touchdown. 13-24, the Centurions scoring with a scramble, QB scramble.
He goes all the way, Levi. Oh my gosh. This might as well come out of a storybook because the craziest drive I've ever witnessed just happened. Wow. What a play from the QB. I know we've been talking about this whole time, but that was truly incredible.
And going into 13-24, the Falcons still leading, but there is a much better chance for the Centurions to come back from this. I just want to talk about Quentin Demara, the quarterback. The offensive line has just been breaking and crumbling every chance it gets. He has maintained his composure. He's done some crazy plays. And even now, he scrambled. He broke a tackle as his offensive line was collapsing around him. And he makes the run for a QB snake.
And but sadly, to cap that off, the UC missed the field goal to top off a fairy tale of a story of a drive.
11 seconds to go.
Extremely unfortunate.
Quarter number 3. Falcons 24, your Centurions 13.
It's not completely impossible. I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly, they get a field goal. It's 16-24. And then they score a touchdown, they would be tied. And if they make the extra point, it'd be 25-24. So they're not out of it yet.
No, if they make the field goal, it would be 16-24, and then they would have to go for the 2-point conversion to make it 24-24.
There you go, Levi. That's why you're here. You're here to correct me in math, even though it's been questionable.
Well, my numbers may be questionable. My other numbers aren't questionable. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point.
It's all good, Folks, I hope you're having fun, because I know me and Levi are having fun here in the booth.
An incredible game to call. It's been, again, insanely fun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a nice night here at UC. Not too cold, but cold enough to feel a little cold.
And now Lee for the kick for UC, and it's up and caught, and he is brought down immediately. Nope.
I believe it was a fair catch, Levi, because that was a short one.
Caught by number 7, Brandon Brines.
Brandon Brines, I mean, Scripps Ranch, this is their time when they come back here, you know.
This is the time when Scripps Ranch comes back. I mean, they're already in the lead, so it wouldn't be a comeback, but they can just snowball this lead, keep getting points, and just take control of this game.
This is how they continue the lead here. I mean, if they stop scoring, it really gives UC a chance to come back here and have a chance to be back in this game entirely. Do not count UC out here just yet. If they are able to pull their defense together and stop this drive, it's looking good for them.
You know, UC really needs to stop this here. It looks like Armstrong in the back with Strotter. And there's the pass to number 45, Mendez, not Strotter, and Mendez keeps going. There were 2 defenders on him at the end, 3, and he just kept trucking through for a first down, Scripps Ranch.
Levi, you have to hear me out, right? But I've been talking all game about these running backs. If these running backs were not in the game, you know, we had these like little shrimps, they would not have the same result. These running backs have put both their teams in the back, and it is just carrying this team to a victory right now.
I'm going to correct you there. Mendez is a tight end, not a running back.
Running back, tight end, same thing, you know, all positions in football. A timeout here, I believe. No timeout. I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. No timeout here. Both the teams getting a breather. I mean, if you're the Scripps Ranch coach, this is your only thought you're thinking. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. That's all you got to do, and it's just working for them.
I mean, Ethan, I think you're being a little bit hypocritical here. In the beginning of the game, you said, oh, Scripps Ranch is only running. That's why they're not doing now. And now you're saying run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. What is it, Ethan? What is it?
It's run the ball. You know, I might have said the passing game is important, but, I mean, obviously UC is having a tough time struggling to stop this run defense. And you know what they say, Levi? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true. That's true. And Scripps Ranch coming back out here. It looks like Strotter is going to be in the back with Armstrong.
1st and 10 for the Falcons to start the 4th quarter.
2 wide receivers on each side, it appears, although I can't tell for sure. And there's the handoff to Strotter, who's running through and is taken down. Nope, he's not taken down. He continues going.
Extra yards there from the QB. It always adds on a little bit of like a little tang on the top, you know?
Yeah,
a little bang for the buck.
Strotter, an incredible player. It's great that Scripps Ranch can rely on him every time they need. A 2nd and 4 on the 44-yard line with 11 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in the quarter.
As we see, Levi, I mean, been a good game so far. Let's just see if Scripps Ranch can keep themselves from fumbling this lead.
And it's handed off to Strotter, who makes a break for it and is taken down.
Head of the ball carrier, Tay Lockett on the stop.
I mean, I believe that was a first down, but I can't be for sure. Nope, 3rd and 1. I think that's 3rd and inches.
We'll see if Scripps Ranch can get anything going here in this half.
Looks like all the wide receivers condensed on the right, and Armstrong hands it off to Strotter, who goes for a run through and just, oh my God, 5 defenders on him. He just keeps running forward to get extra yards on that play. First down, Scripps Ranch.
Levi, you can tell that Strotter hits the weight room. And as you see, we have some flag bearers. Levi, I can guarantee you, I've never been to a high school game that has flag bearers. I'm genuinely surprised. Have you ever seen that before?
Ethan, you commentated on one.
Well, yeah, but
our game when we covered Point Loma, and you were announcing they were flag bearers.
Are you sure about that?
I'm 100% sure about that.
My memory is not the best, but
we can tell, Ethan. We can tell. Anyways, back to the game. Armstrong in the back with Strotter. Again, looks like all the wide receivers condensed on the right. And there's the pass handoff to Strotter again, and Strotter in the I don't know what that. The bunch of players.
Levi, you might as well call me a mind reader, because what did I say in the huddle? He told the people, he said to run the ball. Number 2, run the ball. Let me think. Number 3, that's probably run the ball. And they've done that every single time, and it's not stopped working. If UC wants to win this game, they need to stop him.
2nd and 5.
You know, 2nd and 5. The ball's on the 30-yard line with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left. If Scripps Ranch gets a touchdown here, I think it might be the end. I don't think the Centurions have a chance if Scripps Ranch gets a touchdown.
You know, it'd be crazy the other way if what would change the whole game around is an interception here from UC. I'm not calling it, but, you know, it would be a crazy outcome.
You know, there can't be an interception if it's handed off again to Straughter.
That is the first time this drive that they've actually held Straughter to a decent amount of yards. So far, he's broken off 20-yard runs, 10-yard runs, has 10 guys on his back, but he keeps going. But finally, he stopped 2 yards gained only.
But, you know, that's why he's their star player out here. And again, the game we covered, Scripps Ranch versus La Jolla, last game we did, he was once again an absolute tank on the field, and he's showing again Mendez in the back this time with Armstrong. Let's see if Mendez can make anything work. All the wide receivers condensed on the right. I don't understand.
Oh, Levi, you know, you're not a head coach, so maybe it's just a head coach thing, you know. There's
another running play.
You know, Levi, I have a suspicion that somewhere in San Diego, there's a secret club for only head coaches, you know. They all get there, share the secret plans, you know, all fun stuff.
I don't think that's the thing, Ethan.
Trust me, Levi, it's out there somewhere. I'm a firm believer in the fact that there is a human head coach lounge.
And Reyna coming on the field to replace Nathan Yoon.
You have a sore throat there, Levi? You have a sore throat, Levi?
I do not. I've just been yapping for this entire game.
You're all good. You're all good. But here we have the Scripps Ranch offense coming back out into formation. Let's see if they can put this game away right now.
Armstrong in the back with Reyna. This time all the wide receivers condensed on the left. And he fakes handoff to Reyna and throws it. An arc to number... Oh my God! Caught by number 14, Charlie Barajas, for a Scripps Ranch touchdown.
Wow, what a catch there from number 14. What an incredible thing to happen.
Charlie Barajas, penalty marker.
Charlie Barajas putting his back on the team.
You know, 30-13, this isn't looking good for UC. There's only 7 minutes, 45 seconds left. I think this might be the end, but you know, it is 7 minutes, 45 seconds left, so while I'm contradicting myself, UC still has a chance here.
UC has a chance. You know, we've seen some incredible things happen on the show, you know, back-to-back kickoff return touchdowns, crazy two-point conversions, but
and here's
it would
the
be
kick.
Something truly special if they come back to win this game, and it is good.
A 20-point lead for Scripps Ranch as once again, oh, never mind, not 20, my apologies. It's 31-13, which means it is a 18-point lead.
Good math there, Levi. It took you a second to correct, but you got it in the end, you know.
I got there in the end. That's all that matters.
I was a little nervous for a second, but you're okay. You pulled it back. You're first grade now.
I'm in first grade? I'll take it. It's better than kindergarten. It's better than kindergarten.
Now, we should take a second to remind the fans that this is UC's homecoming game. You know, it's not the first time we've seen a homecoming team lose on their homecoming game, but it's always a sad sight. You know, the fans get all dressed up, they get all happy and excited, and then this happens.
I mean, don't count UC out yet. They still have a chance here. They could still make this comeback. There's 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in the quarter. That is more than enough time for UC to make some magic happen.
What is happening right now? It seems like the kicker's on the 45-yard line of the opposite team, which usually is on the other end.
After the defensive pass interference call.
Ah, I see. The defensive pass interference.
Number 99 ready to kick. Reyna comes over and talks to him. Might be going for an offside kick here.
You know, I think my favorite character player in this entire team is number 9.
Is this like a fictional novel or something?
It could be, but I think my favorite player in this team is number 99. You know, I believe he's a freshman, and I can just tell. I love it. I love that song.
Oh my God!
No! Woo! Wait, it's out! The ball came out! The ball's out!
I don't know what just happened in that series of events, but UC almost got an insanely good kickoff return. And then I think that might be back to Scripps Ranch here where they recover a fumble. I don't know what just happened.
I think it's over, Levi. They have the ball left. There's 7 minutes left. All you got to do is just run the ball, run in the clock, and if they have 3 minutes left, is almost physically impossible for UC to come back and score.
Yep, the Falcons offense coming out now. I cannot believe that they got that fumble. That was an incredibly good favor of luck.
Falcons from the Centurions.
I mean, I don't know what to say, Levi. It could be the fact, like we said before, that UC, they haven't played too many tough teams this season, and coming up with a tough wall barrier is kind of hard to do. But they did an amazing job so far, and so is Scripps Ranch.
Armstrong and Reyna in the back. Armstrong hands it off to Reyna, and Reyna making a lot of yardage for what looks like a first down, Scripps Ranch.
Levi, I will be gladly to accept your Skittles after this game, because I think we can say this game is locked up.
This game is not locked up. UC can come back, and I will get my Skittles. Come on, UC, you can do this.
Hope is a dangerous thing, Levi. Hope is a dangerous thing.
It's like number 2, Armstrong in the back. He hands it off to Reyna. Runs down the field for some serious yardage. Reyna has been showing himself this game to be an invaluable player, just getting yardage after yardage, and I think that's another first down, Scripps Ranch. First and 10 on the 24-yard line.
The defense needs to come in clutch here. It's one of the last lines of defense that UC has here, because if they don't stop them, then it might be Joe over here for University City.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't see any other reason why Scripps Ranch shouldn't just run the ball and run the clock off, because obviously they have not been stopping the run game, and it's not going to start now.
Armstrong in the back fumbles it and gets it back. He bobbled that.
Quarterback Armstrong.
The snap. He bobbled the snap there.
There you go.
Almost didn't go well. Took me a while to get to that, but I got there in the end, so
Levi,
all good.
While the Scripps Ranch people have played very good, I will say the one critique I have so far for this game is that the center and the QB for Scripps Ranch need to have a talking to after this game, because this is a third snap that has gone over his head that could have been terrible for the team.
It could have been terrible, and what looks like Nathan Yoon back there with Parker Armstrong. You've seen Yoon a couple of times, and I can't entirely decipher if that is Yoon or Mendez, but I believe it is Yoon.
I will say, Levi, it is 2-17 here, so they're kind of stopping them.
And the handoff to Yoon did not go well, as they were blocked again. It is going to be third and what appears to be 16 on the 32-yard line. Not looking great for the Falcons here on this drive.
Again, we see the flag bearers. I always love flag bearers. There's actual, Levi, there's national competitions for flag bearers.
I mean, I can assume that they're doing like a superhero pose or something. That was a cool performance that they didn't know we were watching.
That was plus 100 aura right there. Right when the camera came to them, they put the Superman pose.
You guys cannot see, but I am staring at Ethan with a disappointed look. And Parker with the throw to Mendez, and Mendez trucks through to get a couple of extra yards there. Although it does not look like it's going to be a first down. 4th and probably 16.
Trey Garner in on the stop.
I think the players are being a little chippy there, because you can see number 45 talking, I believe, number 16.
Check that.
Yeah, emotions run high during these games. We always encourage good sportsmanship. Stay safe out there. All the kind and stuff you should do.
And 4th and 8. I agree with him. But 4th and 18 for this Scripps Ranch team. I think that we're probably going to see a punt, or maybe a kick. Nope. Are they going for it? No.
They're going for it. Unfortunately, what do they have to lose? They're up by 20. There was 4 minutes left in the half. There's not too much UC could do, but they're, like you said, I guess. They're not completely out of this game.
Armstrong in the back with Mendez, 2 wide receivers on both sides, and there is a flag on the play or a timeout. Timeout Falcons.
I do believe, Levi, this is a 3-score game. So let's do the math real okay. We're math whizzes. If UC scores, let's say 2 touchdowns, and they go for the 2 points twice, that's 16 points.
It would be 20. No. If they go for the 2-point conversion twice, it would be 29 to
31.
Wait, hold on. If they go for if they get a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, it would be 21 to 31. And if they go for another one, it would be 29 to 31, meaning that it was in field goal range for them to take the lead.
Yeah, once again, that does mean it's a 3-score game. So with 4 minutes left, we'll see how lucky UC gets here, but this game is looking wrapped up.
It'll be 4th down and just under 18 yards.
4th and 14 with 4 minutes, 13 seconds left on the clock, and the Falcons could go for another drive here, which looks like they are. Mendez in the back with Armstrong, 2 wide receivers on the left and 1 on the right. Not on the right. Armstrong falls back, and I don't know what that was.
Pass. He seems to be wrestling on the sideline, and he goes nowhere. So that's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's complete.
While I don't think
Jason
UC could end off on a positive,
coverage and stop
end
line
off on a
beat
win
Rocky.
here. Obviously, they could obviously end off on a positive
And
note.
that's a turnover on downs to your Centurions.
See those fans beaming with happiness. Their team's winning. Look at them. All happy,
That is some
smiling
happiness.
faces.
That is some happiness radiating from those fans. You can really tell they're enjoying this.
Enjoy this wonderful game.
It has been a wonderful game to call and commentate, and I know that me and Ethan have had a lot of fun.
I've had a lot of fun, Levi. I mean, I would love to do this again with you. If you guys want to see us again, please recommend. I would love that.
We can see the actual announcer for the field up there in the announcing box.
Levi, I know we should have asked during halftime, but maybe at the end of the game we'll get our final answer to the wheel of colleges we see on the sideline.
And Demara scrambles as the offensive line broke once again, and he looks like he's going through a snake to run out of
The ball
bounds.
carrier on the quarterback keeper.
Honestly, at this point, I feel bad for Quentin Demara, the
Right
quarterback for
by
UC.
number 32, Ryan
His offensive
Scadler.
line has just broken over and over again. It doesn't seem like he's even able to do anything with how bad this offensive line is.
I will say, Levi. I mean, for a
6
homecoming
yards,
game,
2nd and 4.
it's obviously disappointing that your team is not winning, but overall, I give props to UC. So far, I felt the energy from this side of the field. The halftime looked to be a good show, so overall, it seems pretty good. And it looks like they have a fire after show coming on, too, because like I mentioned before, the flag bearers look like they're doing a good job, so I'll be excited to see
2nd and
that.
4, ball on the 42nd. It looks like Jones is in the back with Demara. 2 wide receivers on each side. Let's see how UC is playing this out. There's the snap to Demara. And his offensive line is already breaking, but he gets the pass off to number 1, Xavier Quintanar, who almost breaks the tackle but is pushed out of bounds.
Tomorrow's pass complete number 1, Xavier Quintanar. Rex Thielacker
Looking good so far, Levi. And we have 3 minutes and 51 seconds exactly until I get my Skittles.
And our incredible crew member, Samuel Sharp, has just brought these Skittles to us.
Gain of 14
Thank you,
yards
Samuel.
and Centurion
I will be
first down.
eating these very soon when UC wins this game.
I don't think you will.
Samuel, do you have no faith in UC whatsoever?
Yes. I will
Ethan,
say
do you
that.
have no faith in UC whatsoever? Because I have faith.
Well,
We can see Demara and Jones in here in the pocket, 2 wide receivers on each side. I think they can make something go here.
I will say, Levi, I don't have faith in them winning the game, but I have faith that they had an amazing turnout, Like, while they're not winning, obviously, the offense has put up a decent showing. Defense has made some plays. So, overall, for both teams, they played an amazing game.
There's a snap to Demara. The offensive line held for a while, but it is sacked, brought down. Oh, my God, a large loss of yardage here for UC. And number 2, Quentin Demara, stays down for a while. I don't know if he's getting up, but that sack may have been the final nail in the coffin for UC. And I don't think they have any chance of winning this game, although, they're going to play it out.
Does UC still have the ball?
UC does still have the ball. 2nd and 18, though.
I mean, 3 minutes and 21 seconds till I get my Skittles.
You're going to give me a Skittle, right?
I think it's the other way around, Levi.
What?
I think it's the other way around. It seems like Scripps Ranch has 31, and last time I checked, UC has 13, which is not beating 31.
No, but you're still going to, give me a Skittle, right?
All right, you're giving me the Skittles, buddy.
What?
You're giving me... I'm sorry, guys. Levi is coping with his loss right now. But
may be a
as
little
we
bit
wind
delusional.
down here, we take in the atmosphere, Levi. Would you say you've had a great time tonight?
I mean, I'd certainly say I had a great time tonight, and I know that at least the Scripps Ranch team has had a great time tonight, and our entire broadcast team has had a great time tonight. We've had a great director, great cameras. It's been extremely fun to come all the way out here to UC in this beautiful stadium.
Yeah, I
And
do want to give a
this is
shout
great.
out. Shout out to all the people who did the hard work. We're just two people sitting in chairs, and everyone else is doing hard jobs. So,
some would say we have the easiest job in our entire broadcast team.
I would also say that I'm very grateful to be able to sit here and just talk.
And that man.
Fan energy.
That man
Woo!
is. You can see him really getting into the energy of this.
Crossed arms of happiness.
And they're number 12 passing to number 7. Number 12, Thomas Dietrich passing to number 7, Gunnar Rays. Although they get some yardage, it's not enough for a first down.
Dietrich, number 12, and
Levi, like I said before, while UC probably isn't going to win this game, they could end the game on a positive note. And you see, fans are still having fun, While they're not winning, it kind of sucks, but ended off on a positive note, the touchdown. Give the fans a last hurrah before it closes out the game.
First down.
And, DeMar back out here with Jones. And I think that they are a skilled enough duo to get something to happen. 1st and 10, ball on the 30. 2 minutes 54 seconds left to go. Let's see the snap. DeMar falls back. The offensive line holds for a while, and there is a insane pass caught by number 15 had it but bobbles it. You can see him on the ground, sad.
What a play from the corner right there. He did a great job because he had it in his hands. He saw the future, Levi. It was right there, and then he just got denied. It was all gone from there.
Jaden Gardner, he almost got that, and just props to him. He almost got that, which brought it to 20-31, which should have at least given the Centurions the last hurrah, but barely misses it. And it would appear that there are fireworks after the game.
Ooh, we'll make sure to cover that. Don't worry, guys.
I cannot confirm that we are covering that.
I can confirm we're covering that.
Do not believe a single word Ethan says. My compatriot is incorrect. 2 wide receivers on each side. Jones and DeMar are back in the pocket. And there's the pass to DeMar. He falls back into the pocket. The offensive line holding, and it's caught.
And it's picked up by number 11.
Number 11, Dylan Churns, gets an interception, and that was the end for UC. I don't think UC has any chance whatsoever of winning this game.
It looks like that was the nail in the coffin. Sadly, it looks like UC will be losing their homecoming game. But then again, we could look through all the positive moments in this game, and we could say both these teams played an incredible game. It's just one team happened to play just a little bit better than the other one.
You can see how excited the coach and this entire team are for number 11, Dylan Churns' interception. That was an incredible play. The Falcons, they just confirmed the deal. They just sealed the deal of winning this game. They are going to be the one that comes out of this undefeated, while the Centurions are going to be coming out 7-1.
Now, see, Levi, this is the important part. Are the Scripps Ranch Falcons going to be honorable and they're going to run them down at the play, or are they going to knee it,
Armstrong in the back with Mendez, but a flag was called right after he handed it off to Mendez.
I'll start. It would be a crazy thing to end the game. If UC gets a safety on Scripps Ranch on the goal line.
That would be goofy.
Illegal substitution.
12 men on the field against the Centurions. That is a penalty you do not see often. But, we just saw it now.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Nathan Yoon gets the ball from Armstrong and pushes all the way for what looks to be another first down. Incredible play by Nathan Yoon, number 41.
Nathan Yoon, the ball carrier. Peter Brigowicz on the stop, number 56 for the Centurions. 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the 45.
And it appears that there will be fireworks, so stay tuned for that.
You see the Scripps Ranch, their team's winning, the positivity on their face. I could feel it all the way through here.
Nathan Yoon in the back with Parker Armstrong. And, this duo has been just incredible this game. We haven't seen a lot of Strouder, but we haven't needed to, with the Falcons just taking command of this game and destroying the Centurions in their homecoming game. There's the handoff to Nathan Yoon, who gets a run going and is eventually brought down by 3 defenders.
As the time winds down here, it's time to give our final remarks, Levi. It's been a great game. Scripps started off hot, and they've just stayed hot the entire game. UC tried them out to come back, but, interception after fumble after another fumble. It kind of left them down.
Hold on. There's a minute and 20 seconds left. That is
Second
enough
inning.
for interception, UC touchdown, interception, UC touchdown, and interception, UC touchdown.
Oh,
UC
yeah,
could
Levi.
still win, and I could still get my Skittles. But in the meanwhile, Nathan Yoon and Parker Armstrong in the back. One wide receiver to the left, and it looks like none to any other side.
As
There's
we
the
see,
handoff to Yoon, and he's just stopped.
UC's running the ball out. You can even see, UC usually in a situation, if it's a close game, you use the timeouts,
ball
but
carrier.
I think
Brady Richardson
UC's
first
accepted their
finish
fate.
off
They
by
know if they use a timeout, it's
Go.
just delaying the inevitable.
3rd and 4.
3rd and 4, ball on the 47 with 32 seconds left to go. The Falcons are leading 31-13, and I think that this may be the end for UC in what was an unfortunately not as exciting as assumed game.
As this game wraps up, it is not the end here for these fans because, like we said before, the flag bearers are coming out for the great after show. I believe we will be covering that, so please stick around. Do not leave immediately because the game's over.
And there is the end of the game. The team's coming off. They're getting ready for the high five lineup. And incredible game to cover. 31-13, the Falcons took control of this game, and they just ran away with it. The Centurions didn't have much to do.
Yeah, like we said, please do not leave. We have fireworks, we have after show, so the game's not over. Make sure to stick around for that.
Oh, and there are the fireworks.
As we zoom in on that, it's a great ending at Armada. It's how this game's been, guys, and we'll see you for our final closings very soon. All right, ready. And welcome back, guys. I can say with certainty that this has been an amazing game. I'm so happy that I was able to commentate this game with you, Levi. Would you say the same?
It was a lot of fun, and I am also really excited I got to commentate. And before we leave, these are for you.
Right here, guys. Won the Skittles. What could I say? Scripps Ranch pulled through for me. And I hope you, the viewer, had an amazing game like we did here today. I hope we were great announcers. If not, our apologies, but hopefully we did a great job for you guys. And we would like to thank you once again, Levi. Do you have any closing remarks?
I mean, it was a great game, 31-13. It started off a defensive battle, and then they just turned it around. The offense went on fire, especially Scripps Ranch. And again, I had a lot of fun. I know Ethan had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And we'll see you guys next stream.
Thank you, guys. Wavy out.